Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Friday Night Bricks. This is episode 209. Just had the 4-year anniversary last week. And so this week is just a little bit after that, a week after that. And obviously we are now kind of probably on that kind of that Brickworld Chicago kind of hype type stuff. So we'll be kind of definitely pushing some of that stuff. I'll be talking some about that stuff this time. And for those who didn't know, I had a toothache last week and it blew up this weekend. So for the first time of my, I think 10 brick worlds I've been to, this is the first time I can remember that I did not do any brick badge purchases, which kind of sucks. I did not buy anything this year because of the deadline for that was May 1st. And I had a cheek the size of an orange that day. So
yikes.
Did not, I didn't turn on my computer since after the Friday night stream. I did not turn on my computer all weekend that weekend.
Wow.
So, hey, Jeff, welcome. So, yes, so it was kind of it's been a rough week for me. It is kind of going down. Like it's just kind of at the jaw now, but like I've experienced at dinner tonight, the jaw doesn't open very well. So even like last night when I was driving home from my niece's softball game, I had bought a double cheeseburger, bought a little bit too much. Had to stop, and I still had trouble kind of cramming that into my mouth. So it's been kind of a interesting thing. So, but yeah, so feeling better. Swelling's going down, which reminds me I do need to take a few more pills at some point here. This will be only the second soda like I've had in like freaking 7 days, but it's handy, and I need to take some pills. So. But yeah, and actually I was taking them wrong the first day last week. It says to take three times a day. I took one 3 times a day on Sunday last week. So it really didn't do anything for me. So, but they have been starting to go down. So, ooh.
Figure that might be important. Some of us have seen the movie.
Okay, that's fine.
Good chance it'll come up. You know.
That's fine. That sounds good to me. I haven't seen it. So, and actually, I was messaging Mark about something for Brickworld. So anybody who's watching, if anybody remembers the yard sale last year, if you remember how long it went for last year, definitely pipe in, let me know in the chat or whatever, just so I can try to figure out, because I think I'm kind of coordinating that this year. So I told him I'd do that. So. As for building tonight, Larry, what do you got on the docket for tonight for you?
Oh, a lot of cleanup. Probably do some brick taking apart and sorting.
That's the wrong bag. Where's the right bag? Uh-oh. Where's my correct bag? I might have to go hunt for something because I thought I had the right bag here. And I don't see the correct bag. I have a bag in front of me, but it's not the bag I was hoping. I picked up a bunch of these guys and then realized that each one has a random tile in it. So I was figuring out which ones I had. But that's not what I was going to open tonight. I thought they were down here. I hope I didn't leave them in storage. I'm going to be a little peeved if I I don't know where the heck they're at. Are they over here? That's not it. This is interesting because I had them the other night. I thought I left them down here. I hope they're not in my car. So, Larry, you're going to have to take the realm for just a few minutes while I look at find what I was going to open tonight.
Cool.
So keep the everybody busy here for a moment.
No sweat.
I'll be right back.
What's up, chat? So raise your hand out there if you've seen the movie. I actually got a chance to. I mean, it's so funny. They have it. Comes out May 6th, except you can see it on May 5th at 6 in the afternoon if you want to, or 6 in the evening. It used to be it's like you had to wait until midnight to see it, but no, I went and see it about 9:30 last night my time, and go see it. That's all I'm going to say. It's a good movie. Definitely has a different flavor to it. If you guys understand, it was directed by Sam Raimi, and if you're familiar with Sam Raimi, you'll know he has a particular style to some of his movies. He didn't quite do it all that much with the Spider-Man movies, but if you look at his horror genre stuff, then that was definitely part of a big part of the movie. So,
That's the other problem is when you have a tooth issue type thing, when you burp or something, it tastes even worse than it normally should taste.
Gross.
So I found some stuff in the wild. I found the Muppets in the wild the other day.
Oh, cool.
And so the first bunch I bought.
Are you opening those, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to open them.
Cool.
The first bunch I bought actually were. I felt them and wrote numbers on them before opening them. I haven't opened any. Opened Miss Piggy. That was the only one I opened. But I numbered the ones, so I know which ones I have. I have some duplicates, obviously, and they probably won't have numbers on them. So, but I mean, the thing is, what's funny is everybody says, I think even Moto had said the one time maybe they, bring the boxes and do the boxes and all that stuff for these guys.
Mm-hmm. Are you talking about buying the boxes directly from Lego, the 6-packs?
No, I didn't do any of that. So.
Is that what you're saying that Moto recommend? Or are you talking about?
Well, I think what he was saying is like maybe they go to like cardboard boxes so you can't feel them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean that would be kind of fine to some extent. The only problem I have with that is the fact that in the end, I mean they could just if they really wanted to, they could just basically go and just basically have every fig has the same the same tile or something. So in other words, they wouldn't. Thanks, Moto. He does appear. You speak your name and you speak to people's name and they appear in the stream. But in the end, I don't ever feel for anything but like the accessory these days because the accessory is different in like every day. And so in the end, I mean, I was at the store looking for 3. I was looking for. Who was I looking for? I was looking for this guy. I forget his name. Rolf. I was looking for Animal and then Gonzo or whatever. And so and so I mean, in the end, I do it while I was working. And so in the end, it was one of those things where I didn't have a lot of time, but if I'm feeling for stuff, I felt them really quickly. So I was like, oh, cool. Okay. And in the end, you can feel them real fast with the accessories. And so in the end, it was done in half a heartbeat. But so in the end, I mean, they really, even though maybe they subconsciously don't want people to feel the bags, they're making it so easy that you can feel the bags because everybody's got a different accessory. And so those of us that have got 20 plus series of figs to practice feeling on. I mean, it's like second nature. I mean, I can feel it like in a half heartbeat. Like, oh, I know who that is, and then it's like you chuck it. You're like, I don't need that. For 22, if I see them again, I know what I'm looking for. I can find them quickly. And most of the ones that have extra bags, kind of which ones they are. I'm like, oh, I don't need that because you can hear the extra ruffle. I says, oh, I don't want one extra ruffle. I get rid of it and all that. So I'll open those, but I'm kind of going to go over a little bit of like the Brickworld stuff because obviously that's coming up fast. There are a lot of people coming. It should be rather big this year. So registration already closed this last weekend. And those people who didn't know, table space was also ended April 30th too. So if you were coming to Brickworld and you were bringing a mock, and you needed space, that time has already passed. But just like anything else, if you're coming with possibly with a lug or whatnot, there might always be a little bit of space. But if you're bringing a huge mock, chances are that needs many tables, it's probably gonna be tough. I mean, I would reach out right away, like reach out to the people, reach out to Mark and say, hey, I forgot, I didn't see this deadline until just recently. So But late registration is open now.
Oops. That's not what I wanted to do.
Oh, what did you do?
Nothing.
What did you do? So, I mean, in the end, you probably can't see this. There's no really to really make it bigger. Merchandise, obviously, I missed that. The last day to pre-order merchandise was May 1st. Like I said, I was under the weather, missed it, kind of sucked. Really, yeah. Usually I'm in and out so quick, they really don't have time to really say that. So, May 2nd, no refunds on or after this date. So that's already passed too. Last day to request mock cards, register for awards is May 19th. So that'll be coming up here in a couple weeks. And the last day to submit entries for the film festival is June 10th, which I believe is the week before the show. So if you're doing like a short animation thing, you want to do that. So, and Larry somehow took himself out of the stream, which is always entertaining. So obviously, yep. So like what he says, Lego Masters Series 2 Season 2 is having a special event there. I don't believe he's got any of the stuff out yet in terms of activities and stuff. I don't think a lot of that stuff is really so like World of Lights is the Saturday night from 10 p.m. to midnight. That's up there. Mixer Wednesday night 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's just a thing up at the hotel, drinks and pizza and stuff like that. So that's always fun. That's a good way to just see the friends you haven't seen in 2 years. So it's kind of, hey, Willie, welcome. There's obviously a beer draft Wednesday night from 5 to 6. Also before that, looks like Simon and Daniel Church are doing that. But obviously they just have the socializing, just basically that. I mean, in terms of Brick Film Festival, see, now this talks about the Brick Film Festival. So if you want to know about a lot of this stuff, this is all in the important information. So this is the animated film festival, stop motion stuff. So pretty cool stuff. I have yet to do one of these yet, but of course, I'll have to at some point. Oh, looks like it shows the awards too in terms of what you would win. Competitions. Oh, the one deadline I would say make sure you put on your calendar if you're somebody who likes to do some of the activities. Let me see. I've got it on my calendar so that it reminds me. Next Saturday at from 3 p.m. Eastern, the Brickworld activity sign-up starts. So at that time, it opens up. And for those people who want to do like the GBC and such, that is one of those things where you want to be on at that time because that stuff will go fast. Let's see here. GBC Workshop, 80 slots. It doesn't have a price yet. So there's 80 slots for that. And I think they said there's, let's see here, registered attend. I mean, I'm sure there's like 800 or so registered attendees, 800 plus. And so 80 slots will go very fast. The Cutthroat Builders Challenge for 17 and under and 18 and over. There's 4 slots each. Those will go quick if you're one of those. Moto, that might be kind of good for you if you're coming. That would be an awesome thing to maybe get involved with. That might be kind of cool. Sumo Workshop has 15 slots. So those are the 4 activities. GBC Workshop will go pretty fast. So I guess we show that. Yeah. So yeah, that should be interesting. So public days are almost sold out. Yeah. I mean, it'll be a popular one. I mean, it'll be interesting. They probably will still do some selling day of the show. Cause I mean, obviously there's people who maybe don't sign up ahead of time. I mean, obviously if they sell out, they'll sell out online, but hopefully they'll still have room because it's a big exhibition hall. I mean, we're talking 100,000 square feet. I mean, you're never going to want to turn away public because obviously if nothing else, you just queue people up. And as people leave, you let more people in. I mean, that's where they'll be recruiting people like myself, who's been many years. They'll say, hey, Reed, can we borrow you for crowd control? I'll be like, sure. Volunteer stuff is already up too. I've already actually volunteered for some stuff on Wednesday. I have not volunteered for anything beyond Wednesday, strictly because until the schedule comes out, I don't want to schedule the help for something and then not be able to do it because I actually want to do something else. And so that's kind of the kicker. And that's probably why some of those days, if it's during the main time frame, hasn't really filled up yet and probably won't until that happens. So But I mean, it's going to be an awesome show. I mean, I don't know if it actually shows me. If it'll show me the thing. I mean, it actually will list generally the registrant list. So the list shows, okay, there's 1,005 registrants, 436 first-time registrants, 782 registrants are showing. So they're of the 1,005, 782 have actually put their name on the list. There's actually, you can see who's coming, where they're coming from, the lug they belong to. So there's 782 on the list here. I mean, chances are, if there's some of those ones that aren't showing are probably TFOLs and stuff that parents obviously don't want their kids' names out there. Who knows? I mean, and it could be just people who just don't want their name on this list. So, but it's a pretty massive list. I always like to look at it, see who's coming. So it's always kind of cool. But yeah, so well, I mean, in the end, I mean, like perfect examples for the Brickworld Milwaukee in October. Mark asked me to play or to help out with crowd control for Caleb and Jacob. So basically, when time was up so they could get a break, I was the nice guy that said, "Hey guys, just so you know, they're taking a half an hour break. You're welcome to stay here in line, but they won't be back. They won't be back for about a half an hour. They're going to take a break." And so I got to be the nice guy that said that because I'm such a warm and fuzzy personality. Hey, let's have Reed do this. So, but it's kind of one of those things that's, it should be fun. I mean, obviously with season 1 or at least season 2 and then some of season 1 there, it should, and no Brickworld Chicago's for 2 years other than the virtual ones, no in-person ones. It's going to be probably pretty huge. So it should be very entertaining. I definitely need to get to do some build. I got to get some building done here because I still have some stuff to, obviously those being the highest finishing at that show. As we get to Chicago, where we've got all the top 3 teams, I mean, it's going to be madness for everybody. So, and everybody wants to talk to anybody from the show. I mean, obviously it's always a popular thing. It's going to only get popular as we get more and more seasons under our belt here in this country. So it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be cool. I mean, it's definitely cool. I mean, one of these years, maybe I'll think about trying out, but you never know. I mean, I probably won't make it. I wouldn't make it very far, but I've got a personality that I'd maybe be entertaining for at least a little bit. I just need to get these teeth fixed first before I do that. So, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. By then that'd be good. Yep. Well, yeah, you're right. We will have probably a few. I mean, in the end, we'll have done a couple episodes by the time Chicago happens. So, I mean, in the end, if it starts the 31st, 2 weeks of episodes. So, in the end, it'll be, I mean, you'll know who's there. So if there's people that, you'll obviously, if they're at Chicago, which hopefully a few of them will be, that'll be pretty cool too. I mean, if it's one of their usual shows. So, I mean, that's kind of the thing. There's been cooped up for so long that I think this will be pretty awesome. So yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. True. So as for stuff to build and stuff tonight, obviously the CMFs, I think I just have some other stuff. Obviously, last night they kind of went over some of the other sets that were coming out. We might do that a little bit later. Hey, TJ.
What's up, TJ?
So basically any of these guys that don't have numbers on, I am not opening because that means they are a duplicate. But a lot of them are lug members. One of the guys bought cases from somewhere. I think, and it's actually cheap. I think it was actually going to be cheaper than just buying them off the stores. So in the end, I think he snagged a bunch of the members of this of my lug for that. And then I'll also be doing a show tomorrow. Since I'm feeling well enough, I might as well go display. My hope is to display Memorial Tower and Clover of Hope. So, ooh, Tomato's got a face or whatever this is. Ooh. So, Yeah, I mean, this show's definitely always over the top. I mean, it's definitely one of those ones where, yeah, definitely. I mean, in the end, that's why it's, I think a lot of like our collab for WISLUG, definitely everybody's been really making sure everything was, really to a T, really nice. So I still have some tweaking to do. Well, in the end, I mean, mine is actually going to be, the space will be about the normal size, but I will only be, my castle will be a half or a third of the normal size. Probably if it's since it's a rebuild, it's probably a third of what it used to be. So, should be interesting from that standpoint. Two people might be going, oh, where's the castle? I'll be like, yeah, it's a little smaller this year. So, ooh, how the heck he holds this sucker? I guess like this. So, but yeah, it should be good. So, Larry, what'd you say you were working on tonight?
I'm probably just gonna do some. I got some sorting and taking apart to do.
Oh, okay.
I've got a huge bulk that I'm trying to get cleaned up so that I can start doing some building. I think there's some parts in this stuff that I'm gonna need to use. So but because I need to get building. Need to get building.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I got one project that needs to get done for the other collab I'm with, and I am way behind schedule on that one. So we will see. I might have to talk to you off screen, Larry, to help me get some suggestions in terms of how to start or how to get a good idea on what I need to start with. So we'll see. But in the end, I think I do have I was looking for, like, I was thinking of stuff for parts and stuff, and because we did an incentive draft. I think the other running of it is tonight or tomorrow, and so in the end, I was looking at stuff, maybe one for parts and stuff, and I looked at the Yoda, the older one, the big one, or not the really old one, the one from last year, the year before, and that one actually has a lot of tan plates, which would be good for what I'm doing. And so I was like, I might just part out the one I paid $25 for versus using points to get it. Larry, did you? Miguel says there's a new bricks and minifig in Louisville.
Talking about I know there's one up there already.
Oh, is there one in Louisville already? Is that the one? How many are there? I know there's the one in Littleton.
Yeah, Littleton, and then there's the Longmont one.
Oh, Longmont.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Let's
pull up the band. I'm afraid to. I've ignored it all day. Oh, not too bad. Only 98 messages in the chat. Don't.
Oh yeah, I need to play catch up. I think I got a message, luckily a direct message from Scott, and I responded to that. But I'm probably well over
Scott?
Well over Hamas. About something I gave him. He's like, "Hey, do you want this back? I'm coming to Chicago." I'm like, "Oh, you can bring it. Is it still working?" And so, yeah, music might be louder than normal this year. We'll see. Maybe be loud, super loud, and super obnoxious again. Probably won't be a good thing, but you never know. So there we go. Yeah, Miguel, that's Big Nate's backyard you're looking at. So, but I don't know. There was a thing on Instagram with a couple of these guys as a Star Wars characters. So that was pretty cool. So, but other than that, I mean, it's it's coming fast. I mean, it's you do a lot of building, but everybody's got their local shows too that they're still doing and prep up and leading up to the shows. So what do we got here? Okay, I got two more to open. One in Louisville. Didn't know there was two. So is there a second one up there then, or is there?
I don't know. I need some more info from Miguel. He said I don't know what that is.
Oh, look at that. Gonzo's got a chicken. Ooh, I like his shirt. Except I don't like chili peppers, so I definitely will not be using this for my sig fig, even though it's a very colorful shirt. So, but let's have a normal looking chicken. Well, actually, I guess that chicken might have a little bit big of a smiley face on it. Ooh, short legs too. And I am not a short person, so I can't use his legs either. But I wonder, can he hold the chicken by the neck? That'd probably be a bad thing. I guess not. No, I guess he said there's
new one in Louisville. Nice.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'll be a little bit farther south. That'd be, well, Littleton's all the way south, and then Louisville will be right there middle, and then Loveland north. So that'd probably not be a bad idea. Question is one of the owners already? Is it one of the owners of one of the other stores already going to be doing it, or is it maybe somebody totally new? That's
that's a good question. Because the one in Littleton, they just got new owners. I have yet to meet them.
Oh, okay.
I'm really bummed because we just loved the old owners. Tom and Lindsay, great people.
Okay, so new ownership. Interesting. Okay. Well, it looks like so far for extra stuff, only the chef, and then the old guy has the cup and platter extra. Okay, so these two are extra, and then these three should be my last three. So I guess I must have had. I thought I had. Oh, there's the other two extra. So I had 4 extra. So, but right. Oh, Moto says it's right near his work. That'd be cool.
That's cool. So
your
assignment is to go get a full report on who's running it and all the deets. And Big Nate Bricks, how come we haven't met in real life if you live in this town?
He lives in Denver?
Well, he says he lives up by Louisville, Boulder-ish. I think he said. Let's go back up. That's my backyard.
Higher income, more Lego. Well, that'd be good. I mean, this obviously, if it's a new store, obviously the time to sell to them would be early on, while they're trying to get stuff. That would be the time to do it.
Yeah, if you have anything good, I don't sell to Bricks and Minifig unless I've got. I think I did do a whole bunch of the CMS at one point, but I mean, if anything, I would do store credit, to just get probably loose brick.
Yes, yeah.
Because it's and every once in a while, I mean, if they're having a sale, I'll go get a set. But generally speaking, they're I don't know. I mean, they're trying to make money, so I'm not going to hold that against them. They can try.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, kind of hard, and they're trying not to spend the money. So what they give on what you're trading in is like.
Yeah. So in the end, that's true. I mean, the same thing goes here. In the end, I'm trying to sell stuff. I actually sold $200 worth of stuff recently. It was kind of funny that the guy took the offer right away. I only dropped it down maybe 5%, across the board type kind of thing. And so it was kind of wild that he took it right away, but I was like, okay, cool. That's good with me. I'll do it. I just was hoping it wasn't going to be, Big Nate's,
wrong state. We have little geographical confusion there.
Troll, what? No, there's no trolls. No trolls yet this week.
See a troll.
So, in the end, it's one of those things where, he's asked me a couple times, but in the end, I mean, if it's selling for, let's say $20, first one, Malaysia, $20 on Bricklink. That's what they're going to want to pay. Not if it's 35 US. If that's US, they're going to want to pay cheapest wherever. I'm like, well, that's a misnomer, because in the end you got to pay for shipping and everything if you're going crazy other places. So in the end, you can say that's what you want, but in the end, chances are there aren't going to be a lot of people that are going to want to do that because of that, because I mean, that's, cheapest, and that's why I don't do it. Because I mean, in the end on Facebook, those sets, I mean, he probably would have wanted to, he'll probably wanted to sell them for exactly what I wanted to sell them for, but he's going to want to pay, half of what I'm doing. So in the end, that's kind of sucks from that standpoint. But you're right. They're out to make money. And so in the end, you just, it's kind of how it goes. Let's see, what did I do here? There are some, okay, that one, this one. Oh, this one. I mean, what's going on here? I don't know how they did this here. They skipped one instruction on it, I think. Maybe. We'll do it this way. We'll see if this is what they were supposed to do. That. And then, wait, hold on. Oh, no, that was right. I was wrong there. I was wrong. Okay, so this. Oh, okay, I see. So this. Yeah, so we were confusing those poor guys in Kentucky thinking they were getting a bricks and they're not. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Our bad. You are not getting a bricks and minifig store unless you know something that we don't know. So.
And our Louisville is not nearly the size of your Louisville.
So a little extra parts there for this guy, for Animal, and I might as well take the drumsticks off. So in the end, though, I mean, yeah, so they're good stores. I mean, I go in there, I buy stuff. I mean, I don't spend a lot, but I do buy some stuff there. And in the end, you're right. It's going to be more expensive to buy than it would be to go to Bricklink. But at Bricklink, I'm going to still pay shipping and everything else. So in the end, I don't do parts. I think I did one batch of parts one time. But for me, I really haven't been in the mood. I haven't even cleaned some of the clinic stuff that or the collection stuff I've acquired over the years. So for me, I really don't want to acquire more of that. I actually did get a good sized bag, paid for, from when Caleb and Jacob were down at our bricks and minifig store. So I did actually help crowd control for that one. And they gave me a paid for bag of good size. I actually gave that to one of my other members in my group, my lug. So he actually got that bag. I'm sure he's going to fill it at some point. He's one of the lug's castle builders. So it's kind of those things where it's kind of cool. So we'll see. Because in the end, I mean, I wasn't going to use it. So rather than have it just sit in my storage collecting dust, being worthless, I figured I would give it to somebody who could use it, which I'm a nice guy once in a while. It is kind of hard to believe, but hey, can't keep all the Lego for myself. So
right.
I'm thinking this is something like this, maybe? Okay, no, like this. There we go. So, I already got all of the figures. So I should put the list. We'll go down the line. There's number 1. There is number 2. Oh yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
1 and 2. Cover their face. You can't be seen. 3. Yeah, 4. We're down the list as they are numbered in the, nice chicken. We've been talking farm lately, and we got Kermit. He's obviously playing his guitar, his banjo with the rainbow tile, so it's pretty cool. Obviously, the banjo will be a nice. I'm actually gonna, if he is not part of the musical troupe that is playing around Hope Castle, I will be stealing the banjo for someone else to be using it. So, because he might look a little out of place in on a few of those. Miss Piggy, Gonzo. I don't know. Animal. He's pretty hard to forget. You got to know who he is. Hey, Clicking Cliff. Animal. He's number 8. One of the old guys, number 9. He actually did come with an extra cup and saucer. So, and that could be me, except I don't have that much. Actually, that's white hair. I could maybe be this guy, the gray hair, but I don't have that much of a balding head, so that's probably, But the chef came with one extra beater, so I mean, I guess I just got to find the rest of the something he could hold to actually for mixing. And then this one's got a nice guitar. So
Janice,
okay. So yep. And so
I wish they had a Dr. Teeth. I mean I don't know how they can have the other band members without Dr. Teeth, but you can only do 12, I guess.
Well, I mean, for this round, obviously, just like anything else, if they've got licensing, who knows? Maybe they'll do a second set of 12.
I'd love it if they did that, and you could get some of the other classic characters like Scooter.
Did I get a set for you? I did not. I did find them in the wild, though. I do have a few extras. I mean, I definitely could always go back on the hunt if you needed a set. I guess it would be one of those things. Jeff, are you planning to hit shows like Chicago? No. I'm not made out of money, but I could definitely do something like. Is it 3 extra? I thought it maybe 4 extra. Maybe it's 3 extra. I bought 12 the first time, and then 12. Yeah, so there's 3 extra. I bought 12 the first time. And 2 of these are the same, which is quite humorous. But I grabbed from different parts of the box, and I got. So on the first time out of 12, I got 9 different figs. And they were exactly as what I thought. So actually, like I said, I wrote numbers on the bags of which guys they were so that I could actually, when I went back to the store, even before I purchased them, I wrote numbers on those other guys. So, but, oh, geez, there goes the neighborhood. Con's in the house.
Bum, bum, bum.
Like mute, Jesus Christ!
What's going on, Mr. Con?
No spoiler zone.
God,
no spoiler zone.
You haven't seen it, or
no? I saw it. I saw it last night, but no spoiler.
Oh well, I'm like if you saw WandaVision, you saw the movie.
Get out of here!
Please, she learns no. I'm not gonna.
You're such a hater. You're such a hater.
I'm just gonna and don't even get me started on the fact that Doctor Strange is not, or not Doctor Strange. How Wong is not the Sorcerer Supreme. I'm like, I just stop calling yourself that. Like you don't even act like it. It's like she shows up to confront everybody at Carmitage, and it's not like who's supposed to show up.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
You said you saw it.
I saw it at the Cairo at the bottom. There's a lot.
Yeah,
of
we have 9 people watching, and we do not want to make those 9 people subject.
Right.
We already dropped 1. We already went to 8. You already got rid of 1 of them already.
That's because that was me, silly. I was eating. I don't watch the stream. I don't watch the stream and participate at the same time. I know.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Oh, and then somebody moved from Hope Castle to Friday Night Bricks. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I watch it on Friday Night Bricks. I used to watch it on the Hope Castle one, but I'm like, I think there are more chatters on the Friday night if you watch it on Friday night.
Well, there is. I mean, there's not gonna now. Yeah, because those people. I mean, their chat will still come through the StreamYard that Larry and I are seeing. But you're right. If you want to be where the chatter is, you got to be on Friday Night Bricks. Yeah. I just sent it to Hope Castle so that I can pull followers over. I mean, I did gain a few since Milwaukee. I'm hoping those are maybe new people, but just like anything else, you never know. That's just kind of how it goes. Okay. And I still haven't pulled all the videos over, which I probably should, because then that would probably help, especially before Chicago. I'll have to put that on my to-do list, is try to move the other 160 episodes to Friday Night Bricks, which should be entertaining as all.
Oh, that should be that should be monotonous.
It is. It's not an easy thing. I think I have to save it to the computer and then upload it to Friday Night Bricks, and so it's kind of those things where I have to move. So yeah, Triple D, just come to Friday Night Bricks. I mean, that's where I run it on Hope. hoping that people will move, or if people, because I know a few people even have said that they actually were watching it on Hope Castle, not realizing that it had maybe moved, and so that's kind of those things where it happens. So
Okay.
try to do things that make sense once in a while, but that's never a guarantee.
Right. I was almost like, well, why don't you just, go in there and like change the Hope Castle channel name to Friday Night Bricks and change Friday Night Bricks to Hope Castle and be like, there, that's done. Let me switch icons.
Yeah, I guess I could do that, but no, it's okay. No, because in the end, you start over and you find. I mean, in the end, now I find the people who truly are wanting to watch.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's the live stream instead of some other stuff. When's the next convention? Larry's is Chicago, and Reed, yours is Chicago too.
And Jesse's Chicago. Yeah.
Okay.
Chicago's coming up. It's only like 6 weeks out.
Yeah, it's 48 days or something like that. Somebody counted it out.
Oh yeah, I think I need to get a calendar in front of my face so I can do a countdown and make sure I'm on track.
Yeah, put the crap down and just do it, Reed. Well, I haven't been playing that much. Like I said, last weekend I missed the order deadline for Brickworld because my mouth blew up like an orange. My right side, it's still a little swollen down in the lower chin area. So, I mean, it's kind of. I mean, you can kind of see it's still kind of. It's still kind of big here, but I mean, like Saturday wasn't bad. Sunday I woke up and I was like, oh my god, I was like, what the, it was ugly, it was hideous. So, and like I said, that was
good thing Doc's not here. So, did you buy the 6-pack boxes or did you buy individual packs?
I went into the store and I found them in the wild. The first box I picked, and I had. And of those first 12 I bought, I only were missing these 3.
Okay.
And so the other 3 are still sitting over here. What is going on here? Something's going on.
How many? What are there? 12 altogether.
12 altogether. I'm missing something somewhere.
So who are you missing then?
No, I'm not missing anybody.
Oh, not missing anybody.
Oh, I got one of the bags.
How many extras do you have then?
3, 2, 4, 6.
Excuse me for burping.
Should have 3 extra. And
3 extra.
2 of them are the same, I think.
Oh, okay.
But so in the end, I mean, I went back to the store and felt. But as I bought those ones, I actually went through and felt them by their accessories, wrote numbers on the bags. And so I, had 9 different, and I'm missing one, so I don't know what happened with that one.
All right, and what was the store you went to?
Went to Walmart. I found them at one of the Walmarts at Walmart in
Wally World.
Yeah, okay. Walmart in Monroe, Wisconsin had them. I didn't even search. I didn't even go to the one store because I had too much to do. So the other Walmart in Dodgeville, I didn't even go to the toy section. And she was like, "Wow, our aisle's probably pretty full right now." I'm like, "Well, yeah." Didn't really need anything because I was pretty sure I had found the other 3, and so I mean, like I said, once you find the accessory, I think I found like the banana. Done. Found like I think the wands. Done, and then of course I found the brick piece for the other one, and I was like, oh, those should be it, and sure they were. I mean, in the end, after feeling 20 some series of minifigs, I mean, this is like second nature. The only time it happens is my hands, and my hands just go numb after feeling like a whole store full of them or something. So, well, I mean, in the end, you just don't know. I mean, you're right. I mean, the 6-packs, you hope that they're bagging them in the way that it makes sense that but you're right. You could end up getting 2 of the same 6-packs. I think Jesse, when he did the Marvel, he lucked out, and I think he said he got 2 different.
I think he's done that twice and has lucked out. So
I've only seen one person get doubles. Everybody else I've seen's always gotten the complete set. They're like, ta-da, complete set.
So in the end, I mean, I don't mind just feeling, because plus they were sold out too. I think by the time I went to look, somebody had mentioned on one of the other streams that, they're sold out. And I mean, I kind of had forgotten they were coming out. Like I said, the only thing I'm really looking for is the farm stuff when that hits June 1st. I mean, that'll be a day one buy up the store and just say, oh, sorry, kiddos. I need these animals. My bad. So, but that reminds me, I actually did find some of my found some of my cows. So I actually only thought I had 2, but from my medieval market village, so I must have found a couple somewhere else.
So you found them in your collection. You didn't go to some sort of. I went to my favorite Bricks and Pieces and asked for a bag of cows, and they handed me a bag of cows. They were like, "Here you go."
Yeah, they're you know. I mean, in the end, I mean.
Well, let's see them. Let's see them full screen. Let's check out these cows before the new cows come. Before the new cows come home. No, that's not working. Never mind.
Well, the white ones are I think the old ones, but like there was a guy.
That's a bull. That's not a cow. It's a bull.
Well, you can take the horns out.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The horns come out.
Oh,
they do come out. They do come out. I mean,
you could like put Star Wars horns in them or bantha horns, kind of like, and make them like these are alien. These are alien cows. They only look.
So the white and black ones are old. I'm not sure where I got those at.
Cool. I'm liking it.
The reddish brown. So you know,
plain brown.
And there's your bull.
Do they all have udders? Do any of them have udders?
Yep, they do. They have udders.
Okay, so they are milk cows. Okay.
So
and the other brown ones are all the same brown. They're no like white pot, no dots on them or anything. No,
they're all the same. Now, I mean, at the train show, if Larry had walked over to the cow-lug display, I'm sure he saw a lot of cows. I'm guessing Dwayne brought all his milk cows to the train show. I'm guessing because he worked for Lego Universe, and they had, I mean, that's where I think he got a boatload of them. And I mean, literally, I mean, when we're talking boatload, we're talking 20, 30, 40 cows, maybe more. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Nice herd.
I do have the big horn, so if I need, if I want to make some.
Oh, you want to have some Texas cows? Okay, all right, some longhorns.
How do we milk them? Very carefully. So.
Yes, there's a bucket. There's a Lego bucket. It works. It's fine.
I mean, obviously, if they're wearing these horns in your minifig, you make sure you approach from the rear, not the front.
Right, and there wasn't there like a Heidi minifigure in one of the CMFs? So there is the milking maid in one of the CMF series. So we're good. We're good.
I think it was like a pretzel person. I think is what she was dressed as. I think.
Okay. Well, did you see all the new sets? Did you see that the 4+ farm is better than the bigger kid farm? Although the bigger kid farm has more.
Yeah, I think we talked about that last week. Yeah.
The 4+1 is an actual farm, full barn that opened, or the Minecraft barn. That's the one I was looking at. The Minecraft farm. It's a full barn. It's got crops. It's got animals. It has the goat.
Yeah.
And well, the Minecraft farm. And the entire barn opens up. Right. But yeah, still they're printed. There's the goat. It's better. It's got better crops. There's a crop action feature. I mean, the other one's just a slaughterhouse, whereas the Minecraft farm is an actual farm.
Well, in the end, the other thing too we talked about last week too is it's still that 4+ farm is still about a third of the size of what the last farm was in 2009, which was I think 600 or 700 pieces. So. The last one was really big. It had a silo and everything. So, but I mean, we'll take it. I mean, hopefully it'll sell like hotcakes, and they will maybe do some more. But just like anything else,
right?
I mean,
continue the theme and be like, hey, there's a call for this, so let's add another barn and a grain silo, and look, here's a tractor with that thing behind it. I was like, look, we're making some stuff.
Or even if you bring it back in a couple of years, that's fine. Just don't wait another 13 years to bring farming back. There shouldn't be that big of a gap. I mean, they'll give us police every year. They'll give fire every year. They give us Arctic every couple of years, and that's how it should be. If you're going to do stuff like that, do it every couple of years. You shouldn't put a decade between that. I mean, you'll give us in a decade, you'll give us probably 5 X-Wings and 5 AT-ATs. And I mean, so in the end, if you can't give us city farming 2 or 3 times in a decade, why are you in this business again? Because obviously I don't understand it. Because Star Wars, you'll give them the same crap, 3 or 4 times in a decade. So,
well,
that's kind of where I always kind of always laugh, and just it's always a good nice sore spot. We get to razz Lego a little bit from that. So
Yeah, Doc was not willing to appear on any live stream in which was featured the Henson figures, so I had to come on. I was like, all right, Doc, fine, that's fine. I will come on instead and say hi on Friday Night Break. So
technically,
that's
we do
what happened.
Yeah, so technically, we do have 4 sets for farming because we have the supermarket, and I would consider that kind of part of the
exactly. I feel like that's the delivery of the farm goods to the store shop kind of a thing.
So you've got 4. You've got the hen house, the delivery, the farm, and then of course the supermarket. So I mean, it covers. The carrot van set is the best of the sets, but the slaughterhouse you have to get because of all the animals. It's and that's gonna be the one that as a 4+ set, Lego is probably like, why in God's name is this set outselling all the rest of the farm sets? You'd be like,
the animals.
Hopefully you don't have to ask, because I mean you're putting baby animals and everything else in there. That is gonna be the hottest set, and it won't be for 4+ers. It might be, but the kid will be like, Mom, Dad, where'd all my animals go? Dad's using them in his sophisticated building system in the basement, which you don't have access to. I'll go get you another set when they come back into stock, and you can have those animals.
We need everybody to call Lego customer service after they buy the set and ask, why no goat? Why no goat? Right? Put the goat in their brain. Be like, yo, we need this goat. Where is the goat?
That would be awesome. 200,000-300,000 phone calls over the course of maybe a weekend. Hey,
yeah, exactly. And we need multiple different kinds of goats too. It's like, come on now.
Set, but my uncle tells me there should have been a goat in here. Is there a goat?
Exactly. Woolly goats. Where are they? You got the woolly sheep. Where's the woolly goat? What's going on?
Grandpa John says it should have been a goat, man. There should have been a goat in here. I that would be funny. Don't have the parents call, have the kids call. Yeah, my grandpa said there probably should have been a goat in this set. Why was there a goat? That would be quite humorous. I think that would be it could be of the epic scale of almost saving Ninjago, possibly. So we're trying to save
that would be great. They could put a goat in one of the Ninjago sets and be like, look, there it is, a ninja goat.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's true. Actually, you're right. That could be
or in the Monkey Kid. They could have it in the Monkey Kid sets. They'd be like, look, there's a goat.
Oh, hey, here you go. This is what you say.
Exactly. Wasn't there a goat? I thought there was the goat on the front of the box. Well, I threw the box away already. Especially what was it last year? Last year in the Lego magazine, they had that one issue, and there were like 35 goats throughout the entire magazine. It was just like, why are you taunting us with this goat, and you're not producing it?
Yeah, not that I'm trying to incite a revolution or anything, but hey, I mean, you've had enough time. Enough people have talked about it. It shouldn't be something new to the discussion board. So. But yeah, it's it'd be nice. I mean, that, or they need to do another like medieval market village and have a goat or something. If you're gonna keep doing some castles. So which is funny is they posted the picture for like a Disney castle. I'm like, I kind of laughed, and I think I posted something going, gee, I wonder if castle is hot. Super sarcasm, I mean, they're doing so much castle right now. It's like, gee, maybe you could just do that theme again as a by itself and maybe be okay, but maybe I'm missing something. But so yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's definitely fun to see what's going on and all that. So
right. Well, they're a European company, so they're just like, we do not listen to you, Americans. Shut up.
Yeah.
Be quiet, American. You stinky American.
Luckily, we have enough set designers that are coming from the States that hopefully some of them will kind of try to just kind of implant that. Maybe what they need to do is we need to send some tapes, some special subliminal goat tapes to our Lego set designers that we know from the States and say, hey guys, you need to play this video across the upper management floors, just with this subliminal message, you know, good music, but just make sure it's got, you need to bring the goat.
The entire Lego community needs to gang up on Boone.
Exactly. Boone, we need to go. We need to go.
Make it happen, dude. You have one job when you get out there. One job.
Yeah, no, I think in the end it's not them. I'm sure the designers love to bring it back. It's probably the upper management goes, no, we can't do that. Come on.
Or they're like, why would we want to do it? What do we goat? Why goat? No.
What's this thing about the goat? And the problem is they probably don't realize is, I mean, it's not so much, even just bring it back, other than the fact that, I mean, people who have the goats, you'd love to just, if nothing else, just watch the market just tank for those and go, oh, okay, well, you brought back, some of us can still go buy the old goat now that it's dropped back down to $5 instead of being at $95 or $100 per goat. So, that's kind of the thing too. So, but fun stuff, we all have our stuff we want. So, but yeah, I mean, just because it's, it's a cool animal. I mean, in the end, we're getting sheep, we're getting pigs, we're getting baby pigs, So in the end, we're still getting some neat stuff. So you can't really totally complain, but we probably still will anyway.
I don't know that it's so much that it's, such a great animal. It's just that we love to want what we can't have.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But a goat.
If they were pigs that were in short supply, we'd be all clamoring for pigs.
But I mean, in the end, it's a lot easier to probably make a goat than it is to make monorail track again. So in the end, the goat is one mold. The track would be a curve and a straight and a short straight and a power one maybe. And so you're talking lots of molds there. I can see that. But with a goat, it's going to be a small mold. Make the mold a big goat and a small goat, and you maybe even save money there because your mold is a double whammy. You get a big and a small. So I don't know, but it'd be cool. I mean, in the end, you're right. We always ask for what we can't have, but that's what it's all about. Because obviously, I have one somewhere. I think it's in my animal thing, and I almost put it out on the last show and did not. I actually left him in the case, wisely, of course. But because they are worth so much money these days. And obviously I could probably pull it up. I'm sure it's not a cheap animal by any imagination. Oh, well, that's not going to be it. That was the wrong letter. I don't know why I typed that, but yeah, 68.50. So not super crazy. The Duplo goat. Oh, they don't even. The Duplo goats are much cheaper. I mean, it might be nice just if somebody like Brickforge or something brings one out. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, 65 used, cheapest. Jeez. Netherlands. 65, 66. I don't know if anybody in the U.S. is crazy enough to sell their goat. They're not on the first page anyways. Let's see here. Ooh, there's some new ones in the Netherlands for $73. There you go. Not bad. Wait. How do I do that? Oh. Let's see. I was going to say, is there anybody in the U.S.? U.S., $88 for a used one. $90 for a used one. $95 for a used one. $110 for a used one. Oh, there we go. New, $115 in the U.S. Well, I mean, in the end, I've asked Richard because I know the owner of the current Brickforge. I knew the old owners too, not as well as I know the new owners. But I don't know. I think he's kind of said that as soon as he does it, Lego would do it. I mean, he did the Centaurs, and then Lego did it shortly after they had done that. And actually, he did mention one time that Lego had actually used his Centaur in one of their promo things, maybe not realizing they had actually used their image. But he had told me that once, or said it somewhere that they had done that. So quite humorous from that standpoint. But in the end, a lot of their items are a little bit squarish. They're not as rounded. So in the end, it'd almost be nice to see if someone could actually make one on a 3D printer. Just wonder what it would look like off of one of those. In the end, they make very, very fine point Sharpies. That's how I do my Badger helmets and stuff. So you could almost probably still maybe tweak them a little bit in terms of, a little bit coloring if you needed to, but it'd be nice to see if somebody could do that. Just make some off a 3D printer. They might be able to be a little bit more rounded. Maybe, you never know. But I think that's kind of it. A lot of the Brickforge animals are a little square, I think, on the sense. Not quite totally as rounded, but that might be me. I've seen like their pigs and their cows. It's possible maybe some other older animals. I'm not sure, but why? Because in the end, who knows? If they make the animal, Lego could just take their animal and just use that as something to make a mold or something. Oh, how did I get that? That is actually not even Lego. That's actually super light pink. Well, that's another light pink. Interesting. That's some fluorescent pink triangles, but a couple of these look like they either didn't get enough coloring in them or whatnot. So, but there we go. Khan has got, there we go. There's the goat. There's what the goat looks like. Ooh, Larry's muted. Must be making too much noise again. So, but yep, and I'm not sure where Jesse's at tonight. Obviously, has something going on. Who knows? Maybe he's out watching one of these new movies that everybody's talking about. You just never know.
Always watching them, yeah.
He could be somewhere. Something could be going on, date night, whatever. You just never know. So, obviously, I probably need to reach out. Anybody who won stuff last week?
Yeah. You already have my address. What's the deal?
Oh, I got to find all those old addresses again.
All right.
I don't have them in a central location. I was also just going to ask people if anybody was coming to, or any of the people that lived close to or were coming to Brickworld, if they just wanted me to bring them there, I could do that. Also, therefore, save a little bit on shipping. Who won? Zizou won something.
Zizu.
So
there are no Bill Murray fans here, then, right? Is that the thing?
I don't know. And then Lumberjack, Iceberg, and Big Nate Brick. So if anybody's coming, if those people are coming to Chicago and want me to just bring it there, I can. Otherwise, Zizu, I need you to email me if you haven't already your address, scoop_shovel@yahoo.com. I'll have to go look. Obviously, like I said, after last Friday, I didn't go near the computer for 2-3 days. And even then, when I got back on, I really didn't do much. So, but I'll look. So, yes, you won. What did you win? Let me go look. You won.
All right, I had to leave because the pizza showed up, so I had to go grab that. Jesse is doing Mother's Day stuff tonight with his family.
Oh, okay. So Zizu, you won this poly bag. So yeah.
And Con, explain the Bill Murray reference.
The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Have you not seen the movie?
That's
a long time ago.
I know.
And I am a Bill Murray fan, but
I saw it in the theater, but I got it the first time I saw it. That's why me and Zizi are always scratching our heads like, I thought they were old too. I'm like, I know, Z, I know. But apparently they're losing their memory more quickly than we were.
Yes, we are.
We didn't see that movie.
Yeah, there's that too.
What was the movie?
The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
No.
Yeah, Bill Murray played like a Jacques Cousteau type character.
All right. It's on the rewatch list.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched that one, so I apologize. I don't, watch a lot. I mean, I stumble on stuff is how I generally watch stuff. I was a cable installer for many years, and so I did get sucked into it. Put it this way, I was sitting in my truck yesterday, and I got sucked into one of those little clips on Facebook, and next thing I know, like 15, 20 minutes ago, oh, crap, I got to do some work. What am I get sucked in. So my mom's like, you sure you don't want to watch TV? And I'm like, no, I do not. I mean, because I get just sucked in. I mean, I remember in the old days, my parents would talk to me like, are you not listening? I says, oh, no, I'm watching TV. I wasn't. No, it's like super duper tunnel vision. And I don't see or hear anything around me. That's why I try not to do a lot of that, because it does. I mean, who knows? Maybe I have some kind of a disorder that when I was a kid, nobody tested me for. Like my mom always loved to tell the story. He's like, yeah, you were the one kid who the teacher couldn't understand. She gave you the homework at the beginning of class. And by the end of class, you already lost your homework. And I'm like, that's, and nobody thought that maybe that was maybe a problem. I mean, come on. I mean, so, I mean, yeah, I always get a good laugh out of that. I was like, okay. And nobody thought there was anything wrong with that. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Maybe that's why, I was a C average student, I'd lost too much homework, or got home and couldn't find the homework, or forgot how to, read a textbook. I mean, who knows? I mean, or I just stood and looked out the window and dreamed all night long. I don't know. I am a dreamer. Can I say? That's why I do build and clear, makes my dreams a little bit more, entertaining to look at, so. But yeah, so we'll see. So, I mean, yeah. So what's the next show that you're going to, Con?
That would be Bricks Cascade next year.
Next year. That's an early show too, right? When is that show? Like March or something, or when?
That's whenever it was.
No, early in the year.
March. Was it March? It was in April. I thought it was in April. I'm not sure.
Okay,
it was a while ago.
I can find out.
I'm old, it's just kind of like, what? I went. What do you want? I made videos of it. I thought it was like in April, yeah.
Probably April, maybe. March. Is that March? It says March 12th. That can't be. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Went to the wrong place. Let me see if this says. No, they do the pictures like Brickworld. At least they did for this one in 2022 or whatever. Chicago does that, where they freaking try to get all the attendees in the hall, and somebody shoots a picture of like
a big picture of it all.
Yeah, crazy. I do look forward to seeing Joshua and John. I mean, they should definitely be at Chicago, so that should be definitely good. I mean, they'll do a giant walkthrough and stuff. So, yeah, this one doesn't say when it was, but somewhere it looks like March maybe. So, second week in March or something maybe. So, but yeah, I mean, in the end, Chicago's on the radar, and then. I think that's all I really have on the radar this year. I don't really have. I got Train Fest in Milwaukee in November. Have the castle with trains going around it, I'm guessing. So, and then I'll have to start working on. Actually, probably after Chicago, I'll probably have to start working on the alterations to the castle, so it's different for Chicago next year. Since I've had 2 years of this, and this one's basically got the new design, so it'll be kind of nice to kind of have a new one. So Larry, I take it you're still sorting. I take it. So I guess the only other thing really, I can build.
I'm chewing, so that's why I'm.
Oh, that's right, you're eating. Okay.
I'm eating. I gotta eat. Let me say that a lot of the streams I do are they're always at dinner time. Friday night's at dinner time. Troy's Monday night is at dinner time.
Well,
even Sunday night spoiler show, I gotta make sure I'm like try to eat before or after. It's just, and it's like I can either eat at 5 o'clock, which isn't bad, but eating at like 7:30, that's no good because then it's like you get to that age where you're like, I need to stop eating
when you're done. When
at
you're done
least
eating,
8 o'clock. Otherwise, you don't sleep right.
yeah, when you're done eating, I do need to do something. So I'll let you
All right.
talk for a little bit when you're done eating. So that's cool. Okay. I just keep forgetting to do something. I'll probably do it tonight while we're streaming. So, which I'll mute myself briefly for that. So other than that, I mean, what's not much else really going on. Obviously, need to build stuff for Chicago. Obviously, I've got my space request in through my lug. And it, so I just have to make sure all my guys are ready to go and, or at least I'm working on elements for the stuff. So, oh, that's not good. Sounding more and more like a hobbit. That's sad, but that's okay. Actually, I need at some point I need Jesse and Larry to send me or tell me where their favorite mock is. I'm guessing Larry has built something for Deadpool, whether it be his crawler or X-Wing or something, if he's got a cool picture of it. I want something like that in the future. Also from Jesse to kind of use for something. Possibly.
Oh, Jesse only has like 18,000 examples to choose from.
Yeah, but in the end, I mean, he might have some. I mean, just like anything else, like me, I'm known for Hope Castle, and this crazy little squirrel right here. I mean, so in the end, it's one of those things where, that's why sometimes you'll see me throw this picture up, because then of course you can see me, riding that super cool Chester squirrel as we ride into battle. So,
nice.
But in the end, it's something that obviously you're known for Deadpool, but one of maybe your favorite mocks, maybe the crawler, or one of the things that was really really cool that you're kind of known for. So I can, because if I do, let's say I do a Friday Night Bricks business card, or like kind of hand out the shows and stuff like Brickworld. On the reverse side, rather than have just my Hope Castle and my stuff, is maybe have the three hosts, have me, maybe, my name and Hope Castle, you with one of your Deadpool stuff, and then Jesse with, whatever he's known for a lot of his Marvel stuff. But if there's one mock that maybe stands above the rest, that would be the one.
Boy, yeah, that would be.
So
it's just, he's got so much stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, in the end, just pick one that, has maybe has a bigger following than others, so type kind of thing. That way it's kind of one of those things where, because in the end, I mean, the cards had, like I had my Hope Castle card, and then it had Assembling Hope, which really is kind of a dead for the most part, nonprofit. I'd rather put
maybe you could do his maybe his Daily Bugle or something.
Yeah, something. I mean, in the end, I mean, I play with the business card, I play with the format, I figure out how stuff would work in terms of layout. Plus, I need to do banner. I want to try and get some shirts. I need to talk to the guy that I got my that I did the last embroidery for my hats and stuff, and see about getting shirts, shirts for the show. Because obviously if we're going to be streaming, it'd be nice that the three of us look like we're something. And I was thinking if we do the bowling shirts, I was thinking of just putting Friday Night Bricks huge across the back of it.
Well, that'd be sweet.
That way, at least, hey, those are nice bowling shirts. Oh, Friday Night Bricks, what team is that? And be like, we could say the best team. But, I do have some hats. Obviously, my hats are getting pretty worn. But, the white one's better, but the white one's actually got a lot more wear, and it's a little bit dirtier. So, but in the end, I mean, they're nice. These are embroidered, so they're definitely a little bit more durable. I mean, the embroidery will probably outlast the hat itself, probably. Probably might do screen print on the shirts, because embroidery for the size I'd want to do on the back of the shirt would be astronomically expensive. But that's kind of the goal. So, but I guess I could build this guy. Should I build the robot? What do you guys think? Should I build the Lightyear robot?
Oh yeah, dude. Zerg.
Zerg, yeah. Because I mean, I don't know if Khan saw I did build the spaceship last week on the show, so
The X-15.
yeah. So I mean, definitely one of the movies I am definitely looking forward to this year. So, and then of course the only thing I need to do for Chicago is I need to. I mean, now Larry, do you have? Oh, there. I wait until Larry's done eating.
No, I'm good.
Do you have a headset you wear, like just a headset that just uses has a 9, like the standard cable, like the standard plug-in type kind of thing?
For
just something like if you have a headset you like to listen to music with, or something that basically but has a corded headset.
yeah, I've got my work one.
Oh, but
Yeah.
just something, just something, because basically what I would like to do for Chicago is obviously use like the big, I actually won't show, but actually use like I have another one of these mics. Actually, where's the mic at? The mic there. I've got one of those blue mics. And I've got a spare one, so I like to bring the mic, but if we're streaming during the auction and stuff, have just the sound go to like 3 headsets, just have a couple Y splitters. And just, obviously
because I'm just doing the earbuds, ear pods.
Yeah, but I'd like to be able to if I'm bringing the whole computer, I'd like to be able to split it to like 3 different headsets. So that
I have a USB headset.
You don't. Oh, okay, you don't have a. Okay. Well, if nothing else, I'll see if I've got multiple.
Not like a sportscaster style, but.
Well, I mean, because I've got a USB too, but the problem is, I mean, in the end, I don't think something like StreamYard will use multiple mics. I mean, I could ask. I need to probably sit on one of their Sunday night sessions and ask them and say, hey, have you guys ever? Is there ever going to be a point where we've got multiple people talking to the point where they're on the same screen where they could actually, where it could have multiple mics being used, type kind of thing. That's kind of like more of a professional type setup. Because I mean, the computers, most of them probably don't even realize that you probably have multiple speakers. They're not really built for that. They or multiple mics. They're thinking you got one mic, you're using one mic. So, but in the end, the blue would pick up everything anyways. It's just, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm just kind of playing with the ideas. So if we're streaming, we're streaming from the auction setting, and I definitely want to, there's a couple things I need to participate in the auction. So I don't know. I just figured headsets would be better because in the end, everybody could technically be watching themselves either in the exhibition hall, because I'm guessing anybody in the auction is going to be paying attention to the auction. They're probably not going to want to be listening to us anyways. But everybody who's not at Chicago might be going, ooh, that's the kind of stuff they auction. I mean, yes. So, but
do you have like a vinyl banner?
I don't have anything right now. I mean, that's why I'm saying if I do business cards, I'll do a banner at the same time. That's why I'm kind of trying to play with some ideas. Obviously, I've got the magnets for my vehicle, but even then, the Friday night bricks generally isn't big enough. It's, I think because of YouTube and Wisconsin's Lego talk show, there's a lot of stuff that kind of takes up space, where if I just had the big Friday night bricks, it might be a little bit better. Hey, Brick Bunnies TV, welcome. So, doing some building tonight. Larry's doing some sorting. I'm going to be building the robot from Lightyear. This must be in reference to the goats, which is obviously bring back the goat. Well, definitely would be super happy if they did bring back the goat. Ooh, we got a printed. Oh, look at that. Printed Buzz Lightyear wing accessory. This is pretty awesome. So a little bit better, a little bit more detailed than the white one I think we got with the standard Buzz Lightyear. So this should be pretty awesome. So. But yeah. So just a standard Friday night. You might even have to even put a little bit of music in the background on, just because it'll maybe add to the ambience of super quietness tonight. Like we said, we're about 6 weeks out from Chicago. So hopefully all those people clamoring to finally get together again at the Midwest biggest show. Hopefully we will get a chance to really see everybody and have some serious fun. Definitely kind of looking forward to World of Lights again. I don't know how exciting my stuff will be this year, but
I assume you're bringing your canopy, right?
yeah, I'll have the can. That's the object. That's the hope this year, because I mean it worked in Milwaukee, and I think in Chicago we're gonna have the right. We're gonna have the right layout, so we should be good for that. So I just need to make sure that the guys, my fellow collabors, have the proper elements to help make their stuff look well, because it's black light, so you don't need glow in the dark stuff as much, even though glow in the dark might help a little bit when the lights go out, but the black lights will have to be switched off every once in a while, so those will glow. So basically what people are going to want is they're going to want the translucent stuff, or the bright green stuff, or the bright, some of the stuff that definitely glows under the black light. So it's a matter of making sure those guys have weapons and stuff that'll do that. So, or armor or something that, definitely will do that. So that's kind of what we'll be making sure. I mean, we tested it in Chicago and or in Milwaukee, and I have my dragons look pretty awesome. We didn't hang any dragons. I used the normal stuff to do that, but I might in the future do that. Oh, this just attaches this time. Okay. Well, that's even better, I guess. Now it's actually not a whole piece. You just have you got your back, and then you've got this. It's kind of cool. Something need to be on the big screen. Phone is charging while I lurk. Lurking is always good. Whoa. Oh. He's got a nice oh. I never thought about that. It actually works pretty good that way too. That is kind of a neat thing. I'm not sure who the cat is again. I'm sure somebody could tell me, but so pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess he's got a like a robot cat companion, almost like it's like a cat droid.
Oh, I see what he's got. He's got a flesh head and hair, or he's got the suit. All right. Okay.
So he's got two head molds.
Yeah, he's got a second head with hair.
As the hair comes off, I assume, or
yeah. No, I just put the hair on.
Black? Is his hair black?
Brown.
Oh, it's brown. Yeah, because I was going to say it's. They did have a preview last night for the movie that was a bunch of new stuff I hadn't seen.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, it's not spoiling anything if they've cut in the trailer, but apparently he does a little bit of a time jump into the future.
Mm.
I don't know, as part of the plot, but I'm like, so is this supposed to, I'm trying to figure out what they're doing with this movie. It's like, okay, you had in Toy Story, you had Buzz Lightyear, and he was a toy. Is this like in the Buzz Lightyear universe what his backstory is, even though he's a toy? I don't know.
Maybe
it would be an interesting.
Maybe I get. Yeah, you're right. I mean, in the end, that's right. You're right? How does this work from that standpoint?
I thought it was the TV show that the kids would be watching while they were playing with the Buzz Lightyear toy.
Is that the thought?
Yeah. Because there was the commercial, when you saw the commercial for the toy, it was the commercial, the toy was from the show, a TV show that kids were watching, and here's the cool character, you know,
Right.
just like Woody and Woody's Roundup was a TV show, and so they created the dolls, you know, for kids to play with at home to recreate the show. And so that's Buzz is just, you know, that's why there were 50 million of them. And
Oh, okay, yeah.
it was a show that, you know, what's his Andy would watch. And that's why, you know, that's why he wanted the Buzz character.
Gotcha.
That's definitely.
Did you? So, Con, you saw it. You saw the movie. You saw it like really early, didn't you?
Yeah. Well,
Did you see it in another country?
Usually, yes. Usually, I am watching it from yes.
Gotcha. Did you catch? Did they have the same previews?
No, there are no previews. A lot of times I'll see movies, and the only thing, you know, because people always think that I watch these horrible cam copies or whatever, and I'm like, no, I saw, and it says on the bottom of it'll say on the bottom of the screen, not for release or distribution. I will see those kind of copies of movies. So I will see movies weeks before they come out in the theaters, and I'm like, "What are you talking?" I'm like, "I already saw that. What are you talking about?" I already saw that. You can't. I'm like, well, okay. You say
so they had a good Buzz Lightyear one.
Yeah.
They had a lot more. It was pretty long, I think. They also had a really good Top Gun preview. I was kind of like, I mean, how good can it be? I mean, it's like, if they're going to wait this long to come out with a sequel, it better be, you know, over the top. Great. But they did show a pretty extensive clip, and it's got the spirit of the first movie. I'll say that. It was some cool fighter action.
And a lot of it's supposed to be, you know, with cameras that they attach to actual jets. And I just wonder how much is going to be CGI, you know, because the Navy's not going to let them blow things up.
Right. Well, I mean, they let them do a whole lot on the first movie way back, you know, in the old days. God, I remember that. I was a junior in high school when that movie came out, the first one. I'm just glad that Kelly McGillis is not going to be in it. I bet she's looking pretty rough these days.
Well,
Jennifer Connelly, on the other hand, hubba.
Well, it's like one, never mind. Never mind. But yeah, well, I'm sure, you know, one that stayed in the movies, you know, she's got to stay looking good. The other one left the movies and then became a person. Now she's got to come back. They're going to need some serious, you know, team of people. They would have to make an entire TV show about, you know, the transformation required.
Huh.
But the movie looks actually pretty good. The plot looks actually decent. It looks like it's not going to be all about Tom Cruise. So it looks like it could be decent.
Right. I mean, I was explaining to my buddy last night. I'm like, well, here's how the movie's going to go. I mean, I already know how the movie's going to go. But it's not a bad story. It's just, you know, how many times are you going to see it in different iterations?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was, you know, that's why Picard was so. And did you see the new Brave New Worlds, the Star Trek?
No.
It was just like, oh look, they're gonna run the plot of the A plot is gonna be this episode from, you know, Star Trek: The Next Generation. And oh, look, the B plot is going to be this episode from the original show, but with different characters. Okay.
Well, when you have like 550 episodes of Star Trek to choose from, you can, and they've done it all. I mean, there's nothing new left to do.
Yep, pretty much.
So you can even send Discovery 700 years into the future, and it's still the same story.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's just kind of like,
story, different alien.
All right. But it was good. I liked it. It was like, okay, let's see where they go. And they trolled the Trek haters big time with the whole Captain Kirk thing.
Oh, did they?
When they showed the picture of Kirk, they're like, "Oh, look, it's Kirk, Lieutenant Kirk, sitting in the chair, on the Enterprise or whatever." Well, first of all, it's not James T. Kirk, it's Sam Kirk, and they colored his uniform gold when they put him in the picture because he's a science guy, so he wears a blue shirt on the show. So I was just kind of like, "Oh, they're trolling you, mofos." But
Yeah.
it's still gonna make those same Trek people mad because they're gonna go. Just like they're like Spock never had a sister, because of the whole Michael Burnham thing.
Right.
Now they're gonna be all like, now you're gonna try to tell me that Spock and Uhura hung out with Captain Kirk's brother before Captain Kirk became captain on the Enterprise. So then it's gonna be like, why in the episode Conscience of the King did Spock make no reference, to Kirk's brother dying along with that ambassador dude?
Yeah,
It's just like why does? But then people be like, well, he just the same reason he didn't discuss his sister. It's just be like,
Right,
really?
yeah.
Uhura would have came up to Kirk and been like, I'm sorry for the loss of your brother. I knew him. We served together on the Enterprise before you came aboard. Blah blah blah. Even though she's still a lieutenant and Kirk was still captain, there would be. There would still be that moment. So I'm just kind of like, okay, you gotta make people mad, but all right, I'm fine with it. Do it.
I've given up. I mean, it used to be that they were so conscious about the continuity, but then they're like, well, we're having such a hard time getting these movies made and sold, and we've totally mishandled this franchise, this property over the years, and so whatever.
I do like how on the new Enterprise, on the new show, how they kind of have some of the old school kind of like dials and whatnot, but that's cool. But it's all like modern dials or whatever. So it's not like 60s, so it's all like it's all updated, but still like the original whatever. And so I'm just kind of like, I am fine with it. It's like, I do not expect them to make, go back to the generic panels of the original 60s. It's like, I accept the modern update and just pretend like, if they were to reshoot, Kirk and whatever, they would have panels like this. I'm just gonna, let it go, because otherwise, you'll be stuck forever in every last detail. Like there are 12 stitches on that shirt. There should only be 9. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, you gotta let it go. Be like, okay, fine. As long as it's got the flavor and it's, it's doing its thing. And yeah, I'm loving it. I can't wait to see where the whole Spock and T'Pring storyline go to, because we know how, it ends up with the whole, Spock trying to kill Captain Kirk and everything. But at this moment, they're all happy and everything. So it's going to be interesting to watch it all progress toward her being evil. But I'm afraid, because like a couple of times, Pike, had a decision to make, and he would see a reflection of himself from when he's in the chair, when he's at the end, with the beep, beep, the light and everything, and he can't move or whatever. He keeps seeing that face. And so I'm just wondering how many times he's going to like either risk himself and the crew because he knows nothing can happen to me because I already know my fate. I've seen the future. I know I'm going to end up in that chair when I save that kid in 5 years. So I'm bulletproof at this point. And so is he going to be stupidly reckless and watch people just die all around him? Until he realizes
that's an interesting thought process. It really is. Yeah.
So I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens on the show.
I just need to get the Paramount Plus lined up on the TV. Because I haven't watched Picard. I really want to watch that, even though it's like, come on, man, you just got to put that guy out to pasture. He's just too old, as evidenced. We all know he's in the new Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah, he was fantastic in that. Although I felt like the chair was too big for him.
Well, dude, that was directly out of the X-Men animated show.
I know, it was perfect.
And it was perfect because even in that show, it was obnoxiously poorly drawn.
Oh, I grinned so big when he came rolling out in it, and I'm like, yes, he's in the chair.
Yeah.
And then when Reed Tesseract's in, that was I'm sorry, but I hated the beard though.
I'm not
But other than that, they were perfect. Everything, like I said, the only thing I didn't like was the recycled plot line, it seemed like. But other than that, everybody looked great. I felt it was more multiversal in Spider-Man than this. Even though, we jumped around a little bit. It felt more multiversal. But did you see it in 3D?
No, I saw it in IMAX though.
Because seeing it just like, wow, I'm like 3D had to have been out of your mind.
Dude.
I can't, you won't want to say, what parts, but damn, there had to have been so much stuff that was like in your face. It was just like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, I might have to find some happy mushrooms or something before I did that.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, whoa.
Yeah, it was visually amazing. Anyway, we digress.
Yeah, I want to see an extended period in the paint world.
Right, that was interesting.
Let's see.
I'm gonna wolf some more pizza.
Yeah, we've heard that before.
Oh, speaking of pizza, whenever do they make pizza? Where can you find pizza balls? When she was eating those, I'm like, what? I'm like, that's ingenious. Where can I find those?
Yep, Brick Bunny's Lakeshore Avatar con, nice $300 avatar.
Oh, you got them goats.
All them goats. Yeah, I think I have one left of the buildable Zerg from the day. I think I still have one left of him.
And it looks like the goat price went up because they were $40 last time. Now they're like, what'd you say, 51?
Oh, hey, Chris, how's it going, buddy? Not much.
B4C.
We're just doing some building. I'm building the Zerg from the Lightyear series. So that's pretty much what I am working on tonight. I opened up the CMFs from Muppets earlier. So, I mean, it's just kind of a slower Friday. Jesse's doing Mother's Day stuff, so he's not here this week.
I'm like,
if I'd have sent out the normal email, I probably would have known that. But
so they're all avoiding their mother on Sunday. They're like, let's just do it today. Let's do it today. Like, we don't want to go anywhere on Sunday, Ma.
Actually, we will be, because we actually because I had that issue last week, they were actually going to do something, because I actually have, my birthday is actually surrounded by beautiful women. My niece has her birthday on the 1st of May. Mine's on the 4th. And then my sister-in-law for my brother, her birthday is on the 5th. So I mean, it's
like, my niece is on the 3rd, and my mom shares a birthday with you.
Yeah. So in the end,
you're a May the 4th baby.
Yeah, May the 4th. Well, yep. I was born before that Star Wars thing came out, but yes, that is true. May the 4th.
By a couple of decades.
No. About
maybe
9 years. 9 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So we're just doing some building. I'm just kind of doing. Yeah, so it's cool. It's cool. I mean, obviously it was cooler when I worked for Lego. Obviously it's neat. I mean, I probably did a lot more when I was in Denver. I didn't do hardly anything. I worked, and then I just was kind of a bum. Obviously, a lot of it because my mouth was still kind of all jacked up, so I didn't really do a lot. But it's one of those things where I don't really do that much. I mean, when I was in Colorado, I think I did some. Said, hey guys, this Saturday I'm gonna do moonlight bowling. Kind of just for those of us who want to come out and help celebrate my birthday this weekenders type thing, and that's kind of what we would do, which was kind of fun. A couple times actually would actually get lucky enough to win some money and stuff while we did, But yeah, it was always, that was kind of what I did. It seems like I feel like I'm more on an island now. I'm back in Wisconsin because I don't have as many other friends. I did get lots of birthday wishes on Facebook. I think I got like 30 or so because I keep in touch with a lot of at least the bowling guys back in Colorado that I bowled nationals with and stuff. So, my captain of the team reached out to me, and he actually him and his wife just finished the UCS Falcon. He showed pictures the other day. So, he said, yeah, that was a beast. So, yeah. So, but yeah, so in the end, I mean, obviously the guys bring back the pictures of when I fell asleep after driving to Vegas or Reno that year. So they pull out the picture of, hey, look, it's Reed. He's sleeping through another birthday, or whatever. And it was kind of, those were long road trips. And so I was always tired. So, you'll get a picture of me just sitting back, just asleep in the chair, my face up and mouth wide open, going, so.
Oh, we're supposed to say, I'm sorry, belated happy birthday, Reed.
So, no, thank you. So is that your kind of sig fig there, Con, that's in that picture, or?
No, that's Doc's old sig fig.
Doc's old sig fig. Okay.
Yeah, because Brett sent me that National Geographic Ocean Exploration submarine, and the diving guy had glasses, and I liked the face, so I have a new face. I can get, I put it up on the Instagrams.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I have a new face. So that's the old face. I haven't taken a new picture to mess around with my sig figs and put in the thing. So no, I traded my face in, so now I have glasses like I have.
Cool. Oh, okay.
But I need to find a picture. I need to find a face with glasses that has a bigger happy face than the one that I'm smiling, but I want, a big giant grin, like he's like, ha ha.
Kind of like the one that's in the.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But having glasses at the same time. So I'll be like, yeah. Because I like to have multiple faces so that I can, when I take pictures of him standing next to like a set that I'm reviewing or, doing something, I like his face to be different. If he's happy, I want him to have a happy face. If he's sad, I want him to have a sad Lego face.
That makes sense. Of course, I get to see that once I've got the sticker on, then I'm like, oh yeah, it is a little crooked, isn't it? Oh yeah. Well, let me change that sucker a little bit.
And so, Larry, there's nothing special about your Deadpool. It's just Deadpool
right now.
It's not going to guess where he wears. I feel like I have the Deadpool from the Wolverine and Magneto set or whatever. I think I said
that's set I got too. I think in essence, I think that's the only. That's the only Deadpool, right? I don't think they've done.
He's the only Deadpool
official, yeah. And I got that because I want to break Magneto.
Comic-Con exclusives, but that's the only regular Deadpool. So I have not put together my own sig fig yet. I'm still working on it.
Okay, because I was just going to take the Deadpool figure, and I've got plenty of brown pants. And it's be all like, boom, there he is with the brown pants. That's Larry.
Nice.
So yeah, I think because I have mine too, but I think I want to make something a little bit better for mine too. I mean, this is my current one, so obviously, Ice Bear torso.
Yeah, but you got that self-painted badger head thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, those people who have said, I've sent a few out. I sent a few out with some of the spoils of drawings and stuff early on at one point. So
I use an ice bear to represent Reed.
Good night, Brick Bunnies.
Works for now. Yep. I'll I might try to have something designed at some point. I need to just do it. It's just kind of.
Because the ice bear is what you painted to make it look like a badger, right?
Well, actually, I purchased and
that was like 2 years ago or some damn thing.
I purchased the skunk head, the skunk, and then just
kind of. There you go. Okay, yeah. And I'm like, I knew you painted it. You modified in some way. There was a modification. But that was like years ago too, though. I'm like, damn.
Okay. Later, Brick Bunnies. Yeah, I don't know how late it'll go. Obviously, I have a show in the morning. I'm gonna go do actually, which reminds me, that's another thing I need to do. Is I need
What show?
just a little library show. So
Okay.
actually,
And what are you taking?
Memorial Tower and Clover of Hope. So
Okay.
enough
And
to
they're already,
kind of say, oh, help! There's Larry's helper.
are they already packed up?
Is that Guinness?
That's
Guinness.
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 Oh, he can't hear you. You're only in my ears.
Oh,
Guinness. Guinness. Guinness, get up. Come here. Where are you going on the table? Guinness. Look up here. Look up here. Look, there you are. You're not a bright dog.
He's like, I'm looking for a treat, man. Why are you bothering? I was sitting on the
he's like,
floor, minding my
I knew
own
you were just in
business.
here eating pizza. Where's the crumbs? There's got to be half a pepperoni laying on the floor somewhere. Yeah.
how old is Guinness again? Guinness is getting old, isn't he?
He's 8.
He's still young for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
Behaves
And
like a
say-
puppy. Sit.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time.
Say hi. Say hi.
He's like, what? It's black and white.
whatever.
Who cares?
Whatever just smells like pizza in here. Okay, go lay down.
Oh, now I bring Chester out and he goes lays down.
Of course.
Squirrel.
Like, it'd probably be a different story if he saw Chester in person.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he doesn't even chase squirrels. He'll chase rabbits, but
That's always good. So, I guess there's a lug meeting for those people down there in that neck of the woods. Juju, Desk, and Chris. I guess cool. Yeah, our lug meeting is not happening this weekend because of Mother's Day. So usually the Madison one meets on a Sunday. So we will be meeting the following week. I need to tweak some of my castle to make sure I can see if it's truly up to par. So, but yeah. Oh yeah. You got the helm here for a minute.
yeah.
I need to call a certain hotel and cancel my reservation for June.
What do you mean?
I'm rooming with somebody else, so I need to
Oh,
cancel.
okay, cool.
I need to cancel my room. So
Nice.
I'm gonna mute myself for a minute.
All right, cool.
Music will go away then too.
So everybody be sure to swing by Jesse's channel on Sunday. We got a lot to talk about. We got the finale of The Moon Knit.
Yeah, I was just glad he showed up.
I know. I was like, guys, wait.
Yeah, about time. As much as I complained about the whole, yeah, as much as I complained about the whole thing, I was just like 4 out of 5 stars for the entire series. I'm like, oh. But for me, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I already know all of this. Get on with it, please. But it's like, all right, okay, it's nicely kind of set up and everything. And there's going to be. It's going to be. I just definitely hope it doesn't take 6 episodes for Jake to get back to the other 2 characters. That's what I just hope.
Yeah, I almost.
I want all 3 to be in next season. I want to see all 3 popping back and forth. I want to see all 3 have the same conversation at the same time through various. I want them all arguing with one another. That's going to be great.
That would be interesting, and I think Oscar could pull it off.
Yeah, be very confusing, but
Yeah. Although I wouldn't be disappointed if they just moved Moon Knight to another show or brought him into a movie series or something else. If we did Midnight Suns or something like that. I don't know if I need another. I mean, it was good. It was. I'm trying to think of out of all the Disney Plus Marvel shows, which one's the best? Moon Knight wasn't bad, but man, it was short on action.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of good writing, a lot of good acting, but I'm like, I want my superheroes.
Thank you. That was my
I
whole
want
problem.
them doing
Yeah.
superhero-y stuff.
That's why I couldn't. That's why I couldn't get into the Daredevil, and the other, I'm just kind of like, there's not enough Daredevil.
You know,
there's not
I was
enough
just thinking about
Luke
Daredevil
Cage.
today.
There's not enough. You know,
Yeah.
Jessica Jones is just a lady. You know, I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
Okay, I want them flying in the sky. I want energy bolts blasting all over everywhere.
Exactly.
I
Because
want
it's,
some
if they're
crazy stuff.
trying to bring comic book
You know,
story to the screen, let's be true to comic books, you know, and make it like a comic book. I mean, I would love it if each episode was a comic, you know, because in each comic book you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff in a short amount of panels, and they're real concise with their storytelling, and you can draw out a storyline.
yeah, and it'll
For
cliffhanger at
multiple
the end of every episode.
Exactly. But every single comic book, you're going to, you know, you'll have a villain come in for 1, 2, maybe 3 stories in a row. You know, even the introduction to Moon Knight in Werewolf by Night was two issues. He comes in 1, they do their thing. By the end of the second issue of this storyline, he's, you know, walking off into the sunset, so to speak,
Right.
the moon set. And that's how they do it. So I personally, I've liked that format a little bit better instead of these hour-long story building kind of things with a little bit of the superhero stuff in there. Yeah. I mean, how it was like 5% of the screen time by Oscar Isaacs was actually in costume.
Yeah.
If I was to, as an impression of the percentage.
Right. It's probably a little bit, you know, it's probably like more like 7 minutes, but you know, but the other thing that we're missing is, like, if you read comic books, you know, and you collect it, if you're into the X-Men or whatever, the characters crossed over, and that's something else we're missing from these shows. It's kind of like, oh, look, episode 3, you know, oh, look, Moon Knight is going to be with Vision for an episode, and then the Vision goes off and does what, you know. It's like there needs to be more crossover between them, so it feels more like a comic book universe where they all whatever. And then on the team, because they've done it in the DC, and they've even done the whole, you know, how in Marvel and stuff they would have like the Onslaught series where all of the comic books tied into the big, you know, you had to buy the 4-issue miniseries. They've done that on the DC with like the whole Crisis on Infinite Earths, and then when the, you know, they've done it different times. You know, so they've got to do something like that with the TV shows, and it'd be all like, yo, you know.
You know, if they had something like Secret Wars going on, and it crossed over into every. Of course, I mean, you could. I mean, unless you're DC, you can try and have 18 shows going at once, but that's too much. That's too much screen time for the average person. So I don't know. I mean, it was.
Well, just like
I didn't hate it, and it was pretty good. I liked how they portrayed him and the visualization of all that. That was well done. But again, I don't know if I need another season of that. I think I want another season of maybe Falcon and Bucky.
You mean Captain America and Bucky?
Yes, exactly.
But he's coming to be in Captain America 4, so that's the next time that we'll see him. The thing that got me is like, okay, so now I'm like, okay, that would be interesting, because season 1 of WandaVision was Wanda basically puppeting her dead husband, you know, through the whole thing. So now season 2 of WandaVision, it can be the Vision with some sort of holographic Wanda trying to reprocess what happened through the whole whatever.
I think we just got season 2 of WandaVision and we're done.
But there's no Vision. So like I would like to see what happen.
We could add Vision. We could bring White Vision. We bring White Vision in, and he could join a team. You could have the West Coast Avengers or something.
That's what I'm saying. WandaVision season 2 would just be Vision, and it would be the exact same thing that WandaVision 1 was, but it would just be a flip of the story with the Vision as the being like, boom, here we go, kind of, you know.
and he's there's a holographic Wanda, and he's like somehow implanted chips in everybody's brain in town. They're all like trying to have a happy life. But it's like there's no way. It's like when you watch all the Marvel shows and you watch the DC shows, I don't think that Marvel fans would put up with how the DC shows are serialized in such a long extent so that you can have 18 episodes. I don't think Marvel fans would be able to put up with long, drawn out, blah blah blah. Just two characters. So. You know what I mean? For 18 episodes to get to whatever. So Marvel is like, no, we have to be. It has to be kind of, and then we are kind of complaining about that, because those 2 episodes was just blah 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 blah. No Moon Knight, and we're kind of like, what's the deal, Marvel? Kind of.
I'm really looking forward to X-Men 97, not just because I'm an X-Men fan, but because it's animated. I think I almost want them to, now that we've got animation to the level that it's at, you look back at the original X-Men series, and at the time the animation I thought was great. You look back at it now, and you're just like, did no one ever learn about proportions at all?
We didn't care. We didn't care. It was like they're finally taking the X-Men serious. That was all that mattered.
Professor X's hover chair was the best example of that. It's like, dude, it's as big as a Volkswagen. What is this? This is just, come on now.
Well, that's just like watching Xavier's eyebrows. But that's like in the comic books too, though. His eyebrows, depending on how angry he was, his eyebrows got bigger. I was just like, Xavier's mad. Look at those eyebrows.
Xavier's lesser known mutant ability was to grow his eyebrow hair. He was upset.
Exactly. We're like, he's mad.
Yeah. So, because What If was, I don't put it in the same category as the other Disney Plus shows because it's animated and it's one-off stories. But absolutely my favorite. Just I loved all of them, and I would watch more of that than whatever they've got coming out. Although everything looks really tempting. She-Hulk. I mean, that should be cool, but and they always do a good job. They do a decent job. I'm trying to think of if there were any moments in any of these series that I just was like, this is top caliber stuff. I don't think so. I mean, Loki was pretty darn good, but there was also a lot of talking.
Yeah. Is there been
especially in the finale? Oh my god! It was just like, dude, you can't have all the exposition for 80% of a show. It was tough, but again, it's the climax. It's everything coming together. We're going to talk about it instead of
Well, exactly, because they dragged it out forever. It's just kind of like
lasers and mutants and superheroes. So I'm looking forward to X-Men 97. Hopefully they're taking. My understanding is they're just basically they're continuing the storyline, but I just hope that they've revisited the animation. I mean, if they can get that What If style to the X-Men, that'd be great. We shall see. But I guess we've got just Thor: Love and Thunder in July. Which, by the way, the trailer at the beginning of Doctor Strange was just the same trailer that we've seen online, which is, in my opinion, crap. I mean, come on, do better, Marvel. But other than that, I mean, we got Kenobi. I'm really looking forward to Kenobi. But
that was good.
The next.
So the X-Men 97 isn't going to continue where it left off, or are
it's supposed to continue where it left off.
Oh, okay, good.
My concern is, I hope they revamp the animation and the voicing and the voice acting.
You know what? Any more Australian Wolverine?
Australian Wolverine. I can't.
At least my car
Yes,
was
Canadians sound a lot like Australians. Oh yeah, said no one ever.
I'm just glad he didn't say eh. He didn't say eh. He said bub, but at least he didn't say eh, bub, and then say eh
Yeah.
with an Australian accent.
Right. That's what making MOCs is for, Zissou.
Oh, what's a mock? We're supposed to be building mocks? What? Oh, man. I knew I was doing something wrong.
Where's the Wagner? I'm summoning him. I'm putting the summons out now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is.
Professor
Definitely don't want to end it
Mind
before.
summon.
Don't want to end it before he has a chance to get in here. You're right. I was thinking,
All right,
the stream's kind of getting kind of slow tonight. Maybe I should end it. But you're right. Without him in here, I could get in trouble for doing that too soon. I might get upset.
Talking work.
I don't know where he is. So.
I think I may take this batch and simply sort it by color, just for building purposes for Chicago, instead of trying to put everything away. Just because the things I'm going to be building, I'm going to be looking probably more for color anyway, and it would be a little bit simpler. Plus, I can get help doing that. No one else wants to help me sort if it's the way I sort. My family they can't stand me when I do. But if I say, hey, let's just sort it by color, I can probably get them to help, and they won't even ask for money.
So, the question is so for Chicago, how much space did you request and all that thing?
Well, we got it all requested through DENLUG, so I honestly don't know.
You don't remember how much you requested?
No, because all mine are going to be small mocks that I don't have anything bigger. I've got a 2x2 base plate thing that's my biggest thing. So nothing's huge.
Okay.
Not
okay.
Like Dave's, so we can squeeze it in anywhere.
So Dave was submitting the space request.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Noise. I'm just gonna be like Captain. Noise. So that's good. That's good. Yeah, it definitely sounds like there's some people coming, so it should be interesting. It'd be good to see a big contingent of DENLUG there. A lot bigger than the last contingent I brought from DENLUG.
Which was what, you?
No, it was me and Sean Kelly and Matthew Ramsey. So 3 of us.
What?
And that brought me the 1 year. So, assuming she'll be there. So I would guess. Has she been around at the meetings and stuff?
Who?
Annette?
Oh, she was.
Or is she still in Hawaii? Is she?
No, she's back. Let's see. She was not at the meeting, the last meeting, but she was at the one before that. So she was at the March meeting.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, I saw her daughter at Milwaukee. Her daughter was at Milwaukee, so Alyssa's pretty active. She's doing. She had that elf display that I showed on a couple of the streams. That was hers. So
yeah.
So, and Chicago, like we said, being a couple years, her daughter's done some really amazing stuff. So I do look forward to seeing what she might be bringing to the show. So. Lots of cool purple parts here. I'm gonna have to look at acquiring a few of these for parts. If they ever go on sale, I will definitely be snagging a bunch. I'll have to put that out on some of the chats for people who find them. You find them, buy them. If you find them cheap, pick them up. We'll buy them off you for the parts. Lots of purple. Nothing else, might buy it off for the purple and just send back the other colors for other people. Here, you can have this stuff because it won't do me any good. So. $2X, okay. We're building feet. We're building feet. Hopefully nice, not non-smelly feet. So. Zerg, you better be wearing clean socks today. That's all I gotta say. Oh, hey, Bricklock, welcome.
Hey, Bricklock.
Good to see you.
It's going to be good to see you in real life in Chicago.
Well, I already have. I've already lucked out on that. Oh, look at that. Mr. Mike is here.
Hey, Mike.
Hi, guys.
Last time you showed up, it was like right at the end of the show.
I have that running theme. Normally Friday nights I'm pretty busy.
Yeah.
But hey, I hear Reed's building feet. What's the feet attaching to?
Zerg. I'm building.
You're building Emperor Zerg?
I'm building Zerg from the new Lightyear series. So yeah, I had enough purple parts that kind of it grabbed my attention. I couldn't get away from the set. Actually, I was only going to buy the ship, and I was like, oh. So these are I guess these would be considered birthday gifts. I guess basically.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, what are you? You're only 25, right?
Yeah, I'm only 25. No,
For like your first year?
I am like freaking old. I am old, almost as old as dirt, man. I am old. Getting there, getting super old. So 50. I'm in the 50 ranges now. I'm almost as old as the old speed limit. So before they wanted everybody to go faster. So
yeah, man, you could be my dad.
I could be a lot of people's dad.
Watch it.
Okay, maybe it couldn't be my dad, but
so it could be a few people's dads. Yeah, I am old, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind being old. Means I get to go after the older women. You know, definitely got to stay away from the younger ones. Actually, the one I actually really like is really nice. She's actually the eyes that just suck me in, and I just can't say anything intellectual when I get sucked in. Terrible. Yeah, pretty much.
the next question is does she like Lego?
No. She's had. I think one of her kids might have at one point, but which that's not an important thing. This person's kind of an outdoorsy person, so. Yeah, I mean, we get to talk once in a while. I mean, the conversations when we talk brighten my whole day. My day could be the worst day in the world, but if I get to talk to her, oh yeah, my day is suddenly all sunshine and flowers and stuff after that. So it's good.
All right, tell us the truth. Is it your mom when she brings ice cream?
No.
This stream's getting kind of mushy, man.
Why not? We can't. I mean, you guys are talking freaking other stuff. You mean I can't go mushy? I guarantee she's probably not watching, so it's not like it's gonna. And whether or not she watches our reruns, probably not either. So I mean,
You know,
we aren't that big to where it would garner enough attention to where it would be, that cool. But
this would be the stream that she tuned into just to see how you were on camera.
Yep.
that's okay.
Yeah,
It's always, always be entertaining and fun. Nothing wrong with that. So, but yeah, no, I mean it's always fun. Yeah, I don't think this person maybe ever had a dark age of this type. Oh, look at that. So there we go. Zizu says my I Am Peru promo arrived today is in excellent conditions. Yeah, I mean, that's always good. And I doubt this is the case. I doubt that very much. So that's fine. Nice to have someone who has different hobbies, All my future wife or significant other is going to have to just tolerate Lego. You doesn't have to love it. I mean, just tolerate it would be enough in the sense, just from the standpoint that I do a fair enough, so much of it. It would be just nice. I mean, in the end, it would be nice just to do other things anyways. So, that sounds scary.
Wait, there's other things?
I know, isn't that weird? I
feels like this is all I do. I mean, I live in this room, at least.
I mean,
hours a week.
I live in my storage when it's
80 hours,
nice. I live in my storage when it's nice, but I mean, spring. I mean, you do know that we are no longer getting spring. It's now going to be winter and summer, and that's it. There is no more spring, and there is no more fall. Mother Nature gave the reins to one of her kids, and her kid is doing absolutely horrendous. The report card is not good. So
we had a drought of an April. I think it set a record for the lowest amount of moisture.
Yeah, everywhere. I mean, we too here was kind of crazy in Wisconsin. It was like, what?
So, Mr. Larry, are you breaking down a mock and sorting it out, or did you get bulk from somewhere?
This is bulk. This is bulk.
And where did you get the bulk from?
Well, let me tell you a story. A friend of a friend. So Ken, Marlowe Bricks Ken, has a neighbor that he's always garage sailing, and he will buy the Lego anytime he sees it for Ken. Well, Ken had this huge bin that came in, and he's like, I do not have the time to go through and sort this. He's like, would you be interested in sorting it out, and you can take like 10% of what you like? I'm like, oh, that sounds like a hell of a deal. And it's been sitting in the Lego room for probably since the end of summer. And I finally, now that I've gotten stuff kind of where I want it, I was able to drag it out and see what we got. And I'm looking through and like, So I made him an offer, and he sold it to me. And so now it's probably going to end up with 20 to 25 gallons of brick when this is all taken apart. The nice thing is, all the stuff that's assembled is like almost 100% sets. I'm not taking apart kids' MOCs, which sometimes are a nightmare. Because they just like to, I'm just going to stick a bunch of little tiles on a base plate or other plates, just stacking plates together. That kind of crap that's just a ridiculous nightmare to take apart.
Oh, I remember doing that with the stuff from the Lego Universe parts that went to TwinLUG. That was,
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, what do we got here? If they actually like Lego, you would have to worry about eventually merging the collection. Scary. Well, there is a pair of people up in northern Wisconsin, Megan and Michael, and I had always heard that they had a whiteboard in their basement, and if you took something from the other person's collection, you were supposed to note it on the white.
Oh, interesting.
I never got to see that, but it was quite entertaining to hear about that, though. So
I don't think my wife and I would get along that way.
well, you know, if you haven't tried, you just never know.
She don't want anything to do with Lego, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it's one of those things where, in the end, I mean, you know, chances are, I mean, hopefully, at this point in my life, I'm going to marry. If I get married or end up living with somebody, you know, it's going to be somebody who knows how much is there, and if it's going to be something where hopefully this person I trust beyond belief. Because you're right, at this point in my life, if I got to get them to sign a prenup, it might just kill the whole kit and caboodle because no one's going to be like, you have how much in Lego? Be like, yeah. Because I mean, in the end, I mean, it's stupid the amount of most Lego, you know, most of us have after collecting for a decade and being in dark ages for years and having spent thousands of dollars on worthless computer stuff, which obviously has no value whatsoever. So that stuff, they'd be like, even the games, because half the games, Microsoft doesn't update their OSs very well to play old games. So for me, it's one of those things where, you know, in the end, you would probably be, you know, fine from the most part, finding somebody that would say, sure, you know, let's, you know, but yeah, in the end, it's, you know.
Dude, no, I haven't. If you're talking about the old Technic figures, no, I haven't run across those myself. Although we were at Brickworld Chicago doing a sort night, and Moto actually found a couple. Ooh, look at that nice cup. And a marble.
And I think, what do we got left here? Why do I have plates left? I should not have these. This looks like a mistake. Reed, where did you make a mistake?
No.
I have two 2x2 black plates. Oh, I see. Okay. That's an easy fix.
So speaking about weird things, Reed, what were you doing running around in my area the other night?
Your area. I thought it was my realm. No, I was just running through. I just was checking it out. Just looking. I mean, I jumped on for a little bit. I ran into my building and kind of pulled some stuff out and just kind of was looking. I was running around. I haven't been. So there we go. There's Zerg. There is the Zergster. Oh, there we go. Look at that. You asked for him, and he finally shows up.
I told you, it's my superpower.
Oh, my God. It's Emperor Zerg. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Pretty cool. He's got some good joints. Looks like he can actually he can almost do the limbo. He's not very good at it, but he's
Larry,
sir.
You heard him say that he has some joints. And that
I did hear that. And I'm like, well, probably not like the ones we have here in Colorado, but
Prep for Chicago goes decent. Decent for Prep for Chicago. I'm guessing it's I mean, in the end, I don't have much else to do other than I need to do some building. So I mean, I'm sure all my guys in part of my collab are all in the need of doing some building, even shop. I mean, I'm guessing. I mean, everybody just needs to get in that building funk. I mean, usually, yes, that was Kevin Wagner. Something had an issue.
It looks like we had some technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties, which do happen. Those actually generally get the most views on this channel for some reason. I don't know why, but or at least on the Hope Castle channel, it used to get lots and lots of views. So. That and Chester, he just, I don't know. Now the problem is the next woman's also going to have to deal with Chester too. So that could be a deal breaker right there in itself. So I mean, that could be a problem. he's a handful in itself. So.
And then, if Chester's girlfriend ever comes back.
Oh, she's around here somewhere. As long as I never get convinced to try to sell either one of them again. So, and the person did not show up at the next Milwaukee, so the person didn't show up, so I didn't have to try and sell him or take away, So.
Oh my God, it's a Wagner.
Oh, look at this, and there's a Chopster in the chat too.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh,
that's a good question, Chopper. I got to figure that one out. In the end, it depends on how big the island becomes. I'm still working on that. So I would say
You're doing an island now?
Oh, we've always been doing an island. Jesse was originally going to do it, but he hasn't been doing much building at all lately. So I don't think – so I got to do it now. So I would say my bridge has I've done, I think, 3 that are about 16 by 16. So, I mean, do like that, 3 or 4, maybe a base plate, 2 base plates. Because in the end, if you have more bridges than we need, in the end, we could end up using them for a bigger display later, or multiple avenues off of your current, your base, your castle. So in the end, it'll be, in the end. So, I mean, the island I need to decide because, it'll probably, the island will probably be, I'm thinking 2 by 2. The water, no, it'll probably be on base plates, but it might end up being about as tall as Mills in the end with doing waves and stuff. Like I said, I got about 27,000 1 by 1 of the light blues and stuff. So I need to see, I want to try and do some no, I was trying to talk Larry into building the island, but he's building other stuff, so we're good. So, Chester, Jeff, I bet, he's not Chester the molester. I'm sorry, Oh, what do you got? What do you got there, Kevin? What's this?
Garage sale fine.
How
no
much?
way.
$20, missing a bag. But it comes with all 9 of the
I was just going to ask, what's in a bag with the base plate?
And I think it's just missing. So I've got half of we got all the dark blue 1 by 1s, the black. I'm missing the dark red, white, and then I think 2 other colors. But other than that, I got everything.
Yeah, I got the Harry Potter one that was the trade for sharing my room at Milwaukee. So the guy.
Oh, nice.
That's what I picked. So I might try and do I've got a bunch of white 1 by 1s like plates. I might try and do the Ice Bear coat of arms type thing maybe at some point. So yeah, he did already have an island built and he already destroyed it. So yeah, that kind of defeats the purpose. I'm sorry, Chop. I know.
Sorry,
Chop. We had to...
worth more than $20.
In the end, hopefully the bridge section hopefully can just sit on the water or whatever. So in the end, I might have to decide how to do that. So, in the end, if everything's built in the end, I might just do water at the show.
What about between the ends, Reed? What are you doing between the ends? Not just always in the end. What are you doing to get there? Part? What's your journey?
So in terms, in the end, I'm hoping any
not at the end. Along the way, what are you trying to do?
Let's start at the very beginning.
Yeah, a very good place to start.
When you begin with a bridge going somewhere.
Bridge sections will sit on the water. They won't have to attach. The goal is just to sit.
So as I was saying, these 9 mosaic plates are worth more than $20 by themselves. So.
Oh yeah. Was that like a post-COVID garage sale? People get rid of all the. Oh, I thought I want to do this Lego thing.
Well, yeah, it was post-COVID, but it was missing a bag, so they had no idea what to. They essentially make me an offer. I'm like, yeah, $20.
Oh, I see.
So
you never ask a Lego collector to make you an offer.
No, what was that?
Never let a Lego person make you an offer.
Well, but I mean,
we'll make an offer.
I'll make them an offer of what I'm willing to pay for it, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Because I also realize that I know what it's worth and what I'm interested in, or how much I'm willing to pay for the parts that are in here. Because
because in the end, you're somebody who's not gonna build it for it. You're gonna use the parts for other stuff, most likely.
Yeah.
But Chop, that was version 1.0. We're gonna go to island version 2.0. We're going
Not
bigger,
every island belongs to Reed's Collaborative, Pork Chop.
Yes, Butt Chop. What spaceship is this? What Star Wars ship is this?
That's the A or the V wing, I believe, without the wing.
V-wing. Okay.
It's one of the iterations of the V wings.
Okay. Now it's
going
to be no wings.
Still working on that, Chop. I mean, we're still, all I've got so far is the space request, which at least we're going with the same amount of space. So I mean,
no, I don't think it's the HIV wing, Pork Chop.
The HIV wing.
Oh boy.
So, so what's Kevin up to tonight?
Sorting through most of the Lego Iron Man mosaic set. See what useful parts are in it.
Nice.
Picked up a friend set, like a $20 friend set for Dirt Cheap 2, and came across one or two other Lego things, but nothing else.
Yeah.
I keep seeing people trying to sell a sandwich bag full of random brick for $5, which is just way too much.
Sandwiches in like less than a quart, right?
Yeah, I don't know how big your sandwiches are, Reed, but my sandwiches tend to be about a third of a quart size bag. So mine are just two standard loaves or pieces of bread. So
2 standard loaves of bread. I understand.
Yeah, I know. As I said, I'm like, shoot, I wouldn't ruin it all.
So basically, Chop, what I would say is basically build your bridges so that it matches up to your castle. Don't worry about
how's it going?
Right now. I mean, we'll have to get together on a chat here in a couple weeks and just discuss and whatnot.
Yeah, to bridge some of your gaps in your build.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. So yeah.
So, Larry, thank you for reminding me again last week. I'm now 2.5 or 3.5 episodes into the Monty Python documentary.
Nice. It's good, isn't it?
It is. It's very interesting.
I love to get to know the super talented people that are behind some of the greatest things that have ever happened.
Yeah, and I think the thing that I found most interesting so far is just that whole use of the illustrations to really pivot between sketches where they just didn't know how to end it.
Right. That was kind of their trademark after a while,
and it worked out very well.
See any good movies lately?
I haven't seen anything lately for good movies, so I am not on the immediate release train like you and Jesse are, and I'm assuming that Khan is.
I'm not normally, but since I got this Regal Pass now, it was not loud noises. It wasn't sold out or anything even last night, so
yeah,
whatever. I guess my theater is just not super popular or whatever, because I guess they haven't moved to the recliners yet, is what people keep saying. So I don't care. They got RPX, they got IMAX, they got 3D, whatever.
Yeah, people are spoiled.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know about the idea of stuffing a lot of people in a small room and waiting to see what happens either, though.
Well, my theater wasn't a bit small room. It was a very, very, very large theater.
Yes, but when you stick a couple hundred people in that large theater, it gets smaller.
Yeah, but the thing is, at least in most of Wisconsin, almost everything's reverted back to normal now, where no one's taking any precautions whatsoever. I mean, you still have people that are, but 75 to 80% of the people are back to business as usual. So, movie here is just one of those many things. One that's on Netflix. So it's which is I think the same place that Holy Grail is on, and then Flying Circus is on Netflix right now too, isn't it? I think.
I don't know.
You participating in the incentive this week at all, Kevin?
What was that?
You participating in the incentive draft at all, or not?
No, I'm trying to. I there's nothing that I really wanted. I was interested in that Hogwarts Observatory, but it's not something I'm really interested in that much. I've been waiting for something good to come through, and I haven't seen a decent sized Star Wars set or anything I'm interested in recently. So
Yeah.
And we haven't had many Star Wars things come through or other stuff that's really that appealing right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Did he say there was new stuff coming in that he just hasn't put on yet, or
no? I mean, I'm sure there's new stuff that comes through on occasion. It's just we haven't had anything that's really been. I mean, I would say the fishing shanty is the last thing, and I really should have grabbed one of those when I had the chance, and I didn't.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, Bricklock's getting ready to start a 5,100 piece blue bricks building. I mean, he showed me some pictures. I need to go to that website. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's they've got some cool stuff, you know, like buildings and stuff. Well, and I mean trains and stuff too. They got tons. They need to look. Like I said, I've been under the weather since pretty much last.
Oh, that's right. Friday. You're doing better now.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's.
Can you still push an elevator button with your chin?
Could if I wanted to. Yeah, the swelling's down pretty good. I mean, it's just
that's good.
Out the jaw level. I mean, so in the end, I mean, I'm going to the Sauk City show tomorrow, so I'll be taking.
Oh, good.
So, but in the end, it's like I said. I mean, I wasn't taking the medication properly when I first started it, so it really was
putting it in the wrong hole.
No, just wasn't taking it. Wasn't taking the proper quantity in force, so that kind of didn't do it enough to start with. But yeah, because like after Friday's stream, I didn't turn my computer on all weekend. I mean, Saturday I bummed around Sunday, and then Sunday I basically couldn't. I really didn't want to do anything. So I mean,
That's
was
too bad.
It was. I mean, yeah, I missed the deadline for ordering stuff for Brickworld. I mean, it closed on the 1st, and I was like, I was gonna do some badge bricks and stuff, and I just was like, so I do have.
Do I need to order those separately?
Well, those were part of the. They were part of the stuff
part
you could order. The shirt. Right? You still get the brick, but if you wanted like your own with a name or like sometimes I do custom.
Oh
names.
yeah. Sorry,
I
only ever did that once. So
yeah, no, I like to do certain ones. Like if I wanted to say I'm up to 1,000 ice bears or certain, I usually do some of those. But I didn't do that. I didn't order any new shirts or anything like that. But events open up on the 14th next Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you're gonna do like the BBC or something, there's only 80 spots. That'll go quick. We were talking about 14th next Saturday at. 3 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, I put it on my phone. So if I wanted to use BBC, I could. So
yeah, I'm probably scaling back events because I'm got plenty going on this year. But
and then I mean, I've already talked to Mark. I'm going to try
I've got new friends coming to town.
Yeah, so I'm actually we do have new friends coming. I'm actually coordinating the brick sale or yard sale. So I mean, I need to get some more information on that. Do you remember? Did you do anything with it last year or not?
The brick sale, the yard sale, no.
I'm just trying to remember how long it was last year. I was a few hours, but I can't remember. I know it was one of the. I can't remember if it was like Friday morning or whatnot. I know it was a few hours. I know it wasn't Saturday.
I'm not sure. Yeah. All right.
Say
I'll be back in a
Mr.
minute.
Huh?
If you get a chance to pick up an extra GBC, I would be willing to buy it off of you.
I can see. You mean just the kit?
Yeah, sometimes they have extras or they have people that don't show up, so they want to sell them.
Yeah, I might do that. I need to. I know the last few years, I sometimes would actually share my kit with someone else, Richard Glad or whatever. I need to talk to him again, see if he's interested in that again. We built it together the one year. I think we were the first ones done. Actually, it worked real well too, which is actually even more humorous. But yeah, it's should be good. I mean, that's kind of the thing is I missed out on some stuff there, but I need to see. Actually, I need to find out if I need to actually message him and see if the one person actually prints bricks, because if he prints them, might have him do something for me anyways. So. So in the end, it's one of those things where, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Larry, I missed sorting some of Sean Kelly's stuff. He's got all that stuff too. I mean, I haven't talked to him in a while either.
Yeah, I thought he was kind of coming back, and then haven't heard from him. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Freaking, he lives up like a mile away from me.
Oh yeah, yep. Bricklock, yep. Bricklock's daughter's been sucked into Minecraft Lego. Yeah, I need to actually do more of that. I don't do enough of it because I play the game, but our ambassador David in WISLUG, he actually does a lot of Minecraft. He'll probably have one of his things at the show tomorrow. So I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, I need to probably build some of my realm, so. I haven't done it. I was looking at some of the sets the other day that were in the store, a couple of the cheaper ones. Maybe the bees. Maybe do a nice swarm of angry bees somewhere. So.
Well, you always need a wandering trader.
A what?
A wandering trader. A stupid thing with the llama.
So, yeah, I mean, so yeah, if they during the workshop, if something happens, I'll let you know. So, in the end, it's kind of those things where, I mean, sometimes they'll even, because once the instructions, once you do it, you got the instructions too, so it's easy to up most of the parts, because most of the parts generally aren't super unique for those kits. Generally, it's all stuff that generally most Technic people have a fair amount of. So if nothing else too, I might, gears would be the only thing that might be tough. But I've been on the last few lug bulks and DENLUG, I ordered tons of gears and stuff. So just because, so when does Jeremy move, Larry?
Don't know. He's not doing any of the events this summer. So I think it's supposed to be like end of summer. But he's basically like, no, he's got to pack everything up and get ready to move. And so he's, we're having to find somebody else to do the Castle Rock events.
Oh, somebody to organize them?
Yeah. Yep.
You find somebody down south or somebody.
Unfortunately, it's like nobody, Dave is actually going to move to the Castle Rock area, but he's having a house built, so that's going to be years from now. Other than that, there's nobody that is that active that lives in that Castle Rock area or even on the south part of town. That would be interested.
Yeah.
It's going to be, it's tough. I mean, it's like, you know, if you're signing up for that, you're signing up for the long haul. And
well, how many shows have they? How many shows are down there?
We do 2 a year.
Yeah, so it's Oktoberfest and then the car show. So
Yeah. So you got the Father's Day weekend car show,
which is the same weekend as Chicago, which should be entertaining this year because obviously, if a good percentage of the group is going to Chicago, you have less pool to pull from.
Mm-hmm. So well, and that's the smaller of the two. The Oktoberfest one, I think we put more into it, and there aren't a lot of shows that time of year. It is a risky event because it's in September and it's outdoors. I mean, we've been really fortunate the last couple of years that it's been really beautiful. A little bit of wind kicks up, and that's a pain. But I don't know that we have as many people. Like the new people that are ready to dive into a position of responsibility.
Probably afternoon.
I feel like I've got enough. I take on enough already. I'm like, I really don't want anything else.
Yeah, yep, Chop. Actually, whole cast of season 2 of Lego Masters will be there, and then some of season 1, and I'm guessing some of season 3 might even be there too, hyping it up. So Moto will be at Chicago, so probably in the afternoon. Chop. The show goes from 10 to 1 tomorrow, so it's a real short one. So how about like 3 o'clock work for you? Maybe I can even try and do it from storage. So pretty much everything is at right now. So, well, the nice thing for me is all I need to do is bring the castle and the tower for Chicago, and then obviously whatever we do for the island and water and stuff. So, I mean, and I might also buy just like the blue paper or cloth or whatever that could go underneath it too. I mean, I could just pick up some blue cloth too. So, unfortunately, Chop, that will probably be some of the busiest areas in the whole hall, probably the whole weekend. So that, and then any of the workshops or stuff they do. So, which I will obviously probably steer clear of for the most part. Just for the simple fact there's gonna be so much going on. So, and for those people who joined late, I got the whole 12 Muppets. They're all chilling over there. So 3:30 tomorrow. Yes, I will remind myself on my phone right now so that I do not forget. Yeah, because I actually got to talk to Michael while we were at Chicago or at Milwaukee. So we talked a little bit. So in the end, it's kind of those things where we should be, I mean, once we get the island, we should be good. So, and the island is about the only thing, okay, that's fine. In the end, it's like that's kind of the kicker right now. I mean, obviously, when I start building like crazy, I build pretty quick. It's a matter of trying to just kind of figure out how I want to go about it. So it's just, and that's why I'll probably hit up the other resident island builder, Mr. Larry, and see what kind of suggestions he makes too. So
no worries.
Well, Doc was here earlier, Bricklock. He was here at the beginning. Actually, it wasn't Doc. Khan was here earlier. When we talk about Muppets, Doc doesn't come near here. So,
right.
Unfortunately, that's one thing you won't see in the same stream or room together is Muppets and Doc. They just don't kind of go together. So, but other than that, yeah. So, but Milwaukee was good. Chop. I tried out the canopy. Worked good. Worked awesome. We did have a fair amount of stuff that actually light up pretty nice. So if your guys have weapons and such that actually they have the fluorescent and glow. So the black lights were on. You can kind of see the tower. The fluorescent stuff popped really nicely. The dragon stuff, the monster, the popsicles on the trees. And remember, this is with no sides. So at Chicago, we'll try and have at least a back and maybe a side on it so that we can do it. The guy's monorail track his table was like right there. So I couldn't put the back on at Milwaukee. We could have probably thrown the side over it. So I didn't get a message about that. So, and if there is a message out there, I didn't see it. So, actually, someone might have talked about that. Someone might have talked about it in Milwaukee or on a previous stream. So maybe one of the other streams, Thursday or Saturday, somebody talked about that. So, in the end, the bright colors now actually glow. So, like even the bright blue plate that's been in the like the Winter Village stuff and everything, those actually glow. So in the end, it's funny because I have one of those on the collab, the other collab, the one with WISLUG, and it if I put the black light, you can't see the stuff underneath it because the plate is actually glowing. So So yeah, there you go. That'd be good. Yeah, and actually, supposedly that is the old dock, the old dock version. So yeah, so cool. Yeah, and Bricklock was there. He said Milwaukee's good, and Milwaukee's like a third the size of Chicago, or a quarter the size of Chicago. Chicago's massive. It's funny because I was asking about the size of my warehouse at work, and they said like, I don't know, 20,000 of the whole building or something. I said, well, okay, 4 times that is what, Chicago is. So, it's, it's massive. It's good. And this year will be even probably more tightly packed than other years since we're going off of, many years. So, of not having stuff for a couple years. So that's kind of, let's see here. Yeah. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you did message me. So there you go. So, but in the end, just look at some of the colors because a lot of the colors now actually, even the bright green now jumps out too. So anything like a bright green, I don't think this is a trans neon. It might be, but some of the bright green stuff now really glows pretty good too. So, if you have a lot of that stuff, you can kind of see. So. Kevin's back. All right, we can see Kevin now. So yeah. So, but just that's what I'm saying. Chop. If you have stuff that looks cool, the lava. Even some of that fluorescent orange, which I have lots of, and something else, we'll throw some of that stuff in there.
Are you still talking about these islands?
No, we're talking about other stuff. I was showing off the setup from Milwaukee, the glow, the canopy. So, no, we're talking about stuff that would actually show up under the black lights. So, yeah. So,
yep.
Have a good night, Zizu. Have a good night. There you go. That message is for Kevin.
Sorry, pork chop. I'll be talking the whole time. That's why I'm on here. You can join the stream if you want to.
He probably has. Well, he might have an invite. I think I can send him an invite.
Oh, if he doesn't have one, then don't send him one, of course.
Oh, that's really nice. Such a nice guy you are. Sounds like I'm about to drink water. I didn't drink at the house here. Oh.
Oh, I'll lay off you then, Shop.
How much was my water bottle out of freaking storage too? I am just having one heck of a day. So, okay, that's fine. That's how it goes.
He's back.
I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing it up here in Green Bay. So, probably part of the same program, but Shop.
Huh.
Yep, mine's in the AM too.
Fun.
Oh, yeah.
What, are you going up to Bay Beach, I take it, too, or?
Yeah, yep. I hear you're not going.
No, because it's the same as we have that Monday off. Now, I mean, granted, I could try to bring the Clover. I mean, I could bring that, last minute, possibly.
Good luck with that.
What? I mean, I wouldn't know until probably Friday.
Friday.
So, I mean, in the end, it would be something. But I mean, because I still don't know if that young girl has seen her name yet, Maggie. I don't know if she's seen that. So, but
July 10th or something like that.
9th and 10th. It's the same weekend as the. Nice, Larry. Thanks, Larry.
What?
So July 4th is on a Monday. The show is.
Thanks, Larry.
Hey, no problem. This is for you.
Oh, you're so sweet, Larry. Thanks.
Yeah, it's just a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, so because I think we have the 4th off for work. And we still got to make up for that day. So there's a chance I could work the Saturday, and that's the problem.
You don't have off for it. They're just forcing you to not work that day.
Correct. Which means we still have to work. Still have to get 5 days worth of work done in 4 days.
Yeah. So
which
it's
means I can't take Friday off. I mean, technically, if I didn't have to work Saturday, if I knew by Friday afternoon I didn't have to work, I could drive up late Friday night or early Saturday morning. But
yeah, I think Scott's way too eager to line that up with July 4th, and I don't like doing that. But it was already set before I even was clued into it. So,
well, usually the 4th is like the week before, and then the show is like the next weekend.
Usually it's a week and a half to 2 weeks out from July 4th, usually. And this time it's pretty much in that week, so very inconvenient.
Well, that or if it was the 10th and the 11th last year, the 4th would have been Sunday, would have been part of the previous week, basically.
Yep.
And so for me, I mean, I could take that next Friday off, but when it falls within the same week, it kind of kills it for me because of the work and the So, and then let's see here and the same thing for the 2023. If it's 8th and 9th and they don't put it to a whole week behind.
Well, but it's not always that first weekend after or second weekend after the 4th. That's what I'm saying.
So I mean, if they move it farther back, then you're right. Then it's a chance. But as long as it's like right there close to the 4th, it knocks me out every time. So, 72-hour stream is happening the 3rd week in July, Chop, I believe, isn't it? And then we were talking. I was talking with Haley. I think it was going to be 22nd, 23rd, 24th, or 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. So right in that I think that was one it was going to be. So near the end of the month is I think what we were talking about. So. I am definitely up for again. So, and depending on how well the brick meet goes, the brick sale at Chicago goes will depend on how much I have for the auction, I guess. If I can sell a bunch, I might not need to have much in the auction. I know, Chop.
You almost sold through all your extra Lego read. That's incredible.
No, I have not. But if I do well at Chicago selling, then I don't have to really worry about selling a lot in the auction. You know, I always sell some stuff. But no, I don't. I have too much. And I still hold on to the city stuff with that scary thought that I might actually use it someday. So
I've never heard the story. Why do you have city sets?
Because my friend John here in Madison, him and I were going to do a city together, and so we were buying city stuff. So in the end, for a while there, we had one of those green dot credit cards. So he'd put money on it in Wisconsin, and I would spend it in Colorado at the stores, and just bought tons of stuff. And then what I would do is which kind of sucks the resale value, but I would unbox it, rebag it into Lego bags, and then put it in a bigger box and ship it to Wisconsin. Luckily, I didn't do that with the 3 cafe corners he's got sealed. I mean, those could get him back into the hobby really quickly. But he had problems with work. He had some tenant issues with his duplex he owns on the one side. And so he went cold turkey about, I don't know, close to 15 years ago and hasn't stopped smoking. No, he just has. Well, no, I'm sure he still smokes and drinks, probably worse than he ever has. But he hasn't. He stopped buying Lego. He was spending $500,000 a week or month or something. He was spending a god awful amount of money, and then everything kind of went bad. So he said, "I can't do this anymore." And so I still kept buying city stuff, because I was still thinking we were going to do it. I figured he was going to be gone for, I don't know, 3-4 years. I didn't think it would be over a decade. So, I mean, in the end, I kept buying stuff, and I still buy stuff. I bought stuff. I like to buy stuff on sale. I didn't buy much stuff at full price. And that's what you see me selling. When I sell sets for like the auctions and stuff, I'm selling like duplicates. Like I maybe had 2 or 3 of the Toys R Us truck. I might sell an extra one, because in the end, I mean, I haven't touched the trains yet, but I got like 2 Maersk trains that are sealed that I'd love to sell if I knew for sure we were never going to do it. Because in the end, having 4 Maersk trains is too much overkill in my book. So. Obviously, for the train guys, probably not. But for me, it's a little excessive. So. But I mean, and that's kind of why we talk trains and stuff, and they posted the new bullet train and stuff, which I think we said is probably going to hang up on corners, but yeah, no, I mean, Chop, I think that was the one we were going to do, but I don't, you're right. I don't know if it's concrete yet. I know Haley and I talked post show on one of the shows, so I think that's what we were thinking. So. But like you said, you're organizing it. I mean, it still could change, but I think what everybody was kind of thinking might be the best. But we shall see. Is that the other one? There's the third one. I wonder where the third one is. Yeah, I don't know. So, Larry, Sean hasn't been in any meetings lately, right? Oh, well, if she's got a show in July, I was thinking it was either Brick Fiesta or whatever the one is. Like, there's a Texas show right around that July 4th weekend, also one of the big conventions. So, I think that's why it was going to be farther in the month. So, Because I thought he was coming back into the hobby too. And I mean, I sent him a couple emails and haven't heard him back. And I don't really want to be like my friend John here, where he feels like he's being harassed, which I really wasn't. The messages were so infrequent, it wasn't funny. But each person's a little different. So,
Where's Jesse tonight?
He's doing Mother's Day stuff with his family.
Doesn't he know that's on Sunday?
Oh, he knows. They're just not doing it then. We save Sunday for the really important things, like
watching Doctor Strange doesn't count as Mother's Day stuff, Larry.
superhero spoiler stream. That's more important than our mothers.
I see.
I'm just kidding.
So episode 5 of the Mark and Steven show is finally somewhat illuminating.
The
And
moon
episode
Knigget.
6 was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. We finally get our reveal at the end.
Yep. And it was not, I'm glad it's just a 1-season run, because I don't know that I'd be interested in watching a second season.
Yeah, we were talking about that. And I mean, if they had it in, if they brought him over to another,
yeah, he can show up somewhere else. That would be fine. I'm really not a big fan of Steven Knight, or whatever you want to call it.
Of what? Oh, Mr. Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of missed the mark on some of that.
Which Mark are we talking about?
The
Mark Spector? Oh. Oh.
So they go up way too campy with it at the end there, and it's like he shouldn't be that campy anymore. But whatever.
Yeah, and I don't know
Night Chop.
the comic reference. Oh yeah, we started talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about BSHS show. Sorry, BSHS. Yeah. Overall, not that impressed.
Yeah, it was just all right for me. I mean, I think that Oscar Isaac. I think the best part of the whole thing was his performance.
Oh, by far. I think they thought they were doing a much better job than they were with the show.
And it always, to me, it's you know, they're going to be doing new shows off of new characters like Ms. Marvel and America Chavez that are, just spot on from the comic books. Whereas you have the character of the Scarlet Scarab was an amalgam of a couple of different characters. And instead of being a bad guy, it's a good guy. Instead of being a man, it's a woman. So it's like, what are you doing? I mean, can we pick? I mean, there are plenty of obscure characters.
I have no issue because they're taking mediocre comic book characters and making them interesting most of the time.
Sure. No, that was going to be kind of my point. They've got plenty of these characters that, these one-offs that are bad. And yeah, if we can reuse the property in some way. But it's like they haven't even gone through the main echelon of characters yet. I mean, we still have all kinds of people that are more well-known that we can start using.
Yeah, but when they go through the less well-known characters, they have a lot more. They can take more liberties with it, and usually no one cares.
True, and they probably have no problems with the licensing ownership rights.
Yeah, no one wants Moon Knight anyways.
Right. Dude, I loved Moon Knight. That was one of my favorite comics. I really enjoyed it. I also liked Cloak and Dagger. I thought that was a really good comic.
Cloak and Dagger was cool, but Moon Knight never did anything.
No, they kind of reintroduced him later on, and he became kind of a deal. And that's what they got to do. If they've got someone that's like, well, who do we've gotten, in the back room that we haven't used in a while? That we
who do we need to recreate for the 4th time?
Right.
Yeah, let's do them. Yeah. They could be doing a good job with it, and it wouldn't be oversaturated. Chop. I think Loki was fantastic. I think Hawkeye was just fine. I think Scarlet Witch was interesting. I'm still not as over the moon about that as other people are, and I think Captain America or Falcon the Winter Soldier was kind of a miss. That's the one that felt like a TV show most of all.
Mm-hmm.
It did not feel like it kept the atmosphere of the movie aspect that most of the other ones up until Moon Knight have.
You might be wasting your breath on Butt Chop, though. You'll never turn.
Oh, I know, but I like to respond on a logical level when he's not on the stream, because when he's on the stream, then I won't be able to take that tack at all. So. Well, he'll be typing it in there, but I'll be able to. I'll still say my part, and then I can look back and I could see that. It is marvelous, isn't it, Butt? So we'll see. I haven't watched Spider-Man yet, the 2nd and 3rd one, so I'm way behind. So I can't watch Doctor Strange yet.
Oh, dude. Well, make sure you might want to brush up on WandaVision.
Yeah.
You don't have to. I mean, if you've seen it once and can remember the gist of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
that could be just fine.
It was as much about Wanda as it was about Doctor Strange.
Mm.
And I don't think that's spoiling anything, because the trailers are pretty much... there sure seems to be a lot of Scarlet Witch in this show.
I hadn't noticed it, but thanks for spoiling it.
Stop it.
I thought it said right in the bottom there, no Doctor Strange spoilers. Larry.
I'm not spoiling anything. If it's in a trailer, it's not spoiled.
Well, there are certain aspects of Moon Knight that still don't make the most sense.
Yeah.
Like, I assume it's the whole psychic plane for part of that, but they really don't explain it at all in the last.
And at the very, very end, he's like back in the hospital, even though we've concluded that it's a construct.
That's the part that didn't make any sense at all.
Yeah. Well, and how about going to save your other self?
Mm-hmm.
But your other self is part of your split personality.
Yeah.
What am I hearing?
Yeah, there's a TV in the background. I can't.
Are you not? You're not.
I ain't watching it. There's a 90-year-old lady that's watching it. She's got it cranked up so she can hear.
I hear you.
That's okay.
I don't really hear you over the TV.
We'll chip in and buy some those really nice ones, nice headsets.
What are you buying?
Nothing.
There are Moon Knight sets out there yet already.
Nothing. Mumbling. I was mumbling.
That's too bad.
Yeah, well, she won't wear headphones, Reed. So don't waste your money.
That's okay. You were talking louder than the TV. That was good.
That's because I lean on the microphone.
Clearly.
No. These I must have never used these. These are all in pretty good shape. You know what?
It's turning out to be quite a trove of minifigs in this one.
Ooh, there you go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I call dibs on all the ice bears.
Nope.
Oh, Larry's got some prisoners.
I got
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's a great one.
I know, right? And I love these guys. I think they're fun. But I did find. Where'd he go? Oh, here's an Akbar head.
Nice.
There is. Where's the? I should be able to just find this because he's got the big brown hat. Where's my head of Cad Bane?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a Cad Bane in here.
Nice.
I already have one, but nothing wrong with having more than one cool fig. Unfortunately, I think he's the cheaper version of the two that you run across.
Mm. What a shame.
All made and never used, it looks like.
Did you say you're a never nude, Reed?
No, I said I made a bunch of capes and they look like they've never been used. Especially since they still have the real fancy shiny gold. So, let me put a weird configuration here. Shiny. Yeah, because I even have some of those purple ones that I showed that one week.
Some of the what?
The purple ones that would look good with those Night Warriors.
The ones you made?
The ones you still got to pay me for yet at some point too.
Oh yeah.
I thought about that when I got home. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to do that. That's okay. You're an honorable person. I know I'll get it at some point. So
Somewhat honorable.
no.
Well, Reed, how much longer you want to go tonight?
I don't know. We can end it whenever you want. Go to a post show. Doesn't matter to me. Obviously talking, takes energy and whatnot. So I don't care. We can go 3:15. We can go for another couple minutes and go post show.
Cool.
So thank everybody ahead of time. Looks like we're down to about two people watching anyways. So Chop is probably one, and I'm not sure who the other one is. So, but
did Juju leave?
Yeah, Juju left a while ago, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Zizu left. I mean, it could be Bricklock. I know Bricklock. I don't know if Bricklock said goodnight yet. I'm guessing probably Bricklock and I was putting money on it. So, but everybody, thank you. Snavely's here, so Jeff's here. So,
I've got one for you, Kevin. This is a good one. You'll like to spread this one around. So last night I was really having trouble sleeping. I laid awake all night wondering where the sun had gone. But then it dawned on me.
Yep.
That's a really big one.
Not going to rise to that one.
So thanks, everybody. We'll see everybody next week for another episode.
Another exciting episode.
As we get closer and closer to seeing a bunch of people in person at Chicago. Everybody have a great week, and we will see you on the flip side.
See you, everybody.
Adios.
Bye.